What's up, crypto? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's going on?
It
Pretty
is
good.
another
What's going
beautiful
on,
evening.
chat? Those in the
Man,
chat, what's going on?
we have a lot to report on. We have the top 100
Yeah,
is in.
a lot
We
of things.
have
It's
Hall of
been
Fame.
finalized.
Yeah. We have the Hall of Fame's finally players that finally inducted. We had a Hall of Fame game, a first preseason game in the books,
Hmm.
and we're gonna get to your top 10 QB list. So
Based on
money.
last year's performance.
Oh yeah, based on last year's performance, and then we're gonna do your top 10 overall in the NFL. So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, and if you're sensitive, go to get in your safe spaces, because we'll be right back.
What's up, y'all? This is
Wrong one, but we'll be back.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Finn's Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Finn's Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
And don't forget the fine folks over at Fanatics, the officially licensed gear and color. I know you're in the back. If there any way you could add the Fanatics commercial to this, I would appreciate it when you get a chance.
Well, we could do it the really easy way. New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
And yes,
Hell
I
yeah.
can get the clip over to you. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah. So, and while we're at it, let's don't forget the fine folks at W Energy Drink, Calio Cream.
Wbby.
Get add a few scoops to your water. You get focus without the crash.
Can I put some in my ice cream?
Yeah, I reckon if you want to. Make sure, and if you're a grandparent, put that in your kids, your grandkids' ice cream and send them home to their. I'm sure the parents will love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. They be bouncing off the walls. The energy ice cream.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
So right Right now we got 24 people with insomnia. Shout out. What's up, Benjamin Scott? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's
Bryson
up, Benjamin?
in the building. My man
What's up,
Raphael
Bryson?
Portnoy, Dan Barry Sports, Joe Wrist, Raphael, Liz, my man
Oh,
Sean from Red,
yes.
White, and Bills, and the OG Marino's
That's
GOAT.
what's
What's
up.
going on?
We got some East Coast folks on the building. That's cool.
Hell
We
yeah.
got them all over the country. Rashad should be falling through here on the West Coast. You know, all of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
True
yeah.
True Talk has insomnia too. So
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
Damn,
we got
True
some.
Talk's got insomnia.
We
What's
finna got
going on
let's.
Saturday night?
No, yeah. So shout out to my man Q. Unfortunately, I don't think he has insomnia. It's just late night for him. It's like what 4 hours? It's probably like it's still good, relatively early for Q.
For Q,
What's up,
it's probably like what? It's probably like what 4? I'm not 4. Probably like 7 in the evening, maybe, or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 5 or 6 in the
Greg
evening.
Sebring, what's going on, man?
And the sun's still up. What Q was at?
It's 9 o'clock on the West Coast, by the way. 9 o'clock on the West Coast, 6 o'clock over there. Damn. So
in Guam. So yeah, the sun's still up. Damn.
All right. Before we get to the news, NFL news around the NFL brought to you by my man.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
And make sure you're hitting the like button, man. So our first news story that I wanted to talk to is, of course, we all know that Skip Bayless left the FS1 family. And word is they're going to make this man the new face, Nick Wright. Or I call him Nick Wrong.
Right. Damn.
Nick Wrong.
Nick Wrong?
Hey, you know who reminds me of? You know who reminds me of? Not only does he remind me of Tom Green, but he looks like that dude that Bruce Willis pushed off the building on
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, the German dude from
Alan Rickman.
Yeah. What was Die Hard? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Die Hard.
Yeah.
With a Nicolas Cage hairdo.
He could be him.
Yeah, and a Nicolas Cage hairdo.
Yeah. So yeah, that's who it is. Die Hard. So what? I pretty much I can't watch anything he does. So I can't really critique what he says. Even if somebody posts clips of him on Facebook, I still can't watch him. What do you think of him? What is your opinion of Nick Wright?
I mean, I'm pretty neutral on him. I mean, outside he's a Mahomes near and a rabid Kansas City fan.
Yeah.
You know, I don't watch a lot of him like that, other than just his whole thing about the NBA and the NFL.
Yeah, he was on the NFL Network. Yeah, he started off with Chris Carter, then all of a sudden, Chris Carter had some incidences and whatever. And
no, he wasn't on Inside the NFL though, right?
No,
on HBO,
NFL Network.
NFL Network with Rich Eisen.
Yeah. And then that's it's gonna be interesting to see the least.
Nick Wright's gonna be the new face, huh? All right.
That comes to be honest with you,
big payday
if you're gonna give it to somebody, I say either give it to Joy Taylor, right? Or Cow Turd.
Oh yeah, he can take over. Yeah, he worked for them before, or was it?
No, he works with FS1 now, so I think he should be the face of it. You know, he knows how to draw ratings. At least I listen to him.
He does. Yeah, he's
mean,
something else.
I think Pete is one of his writers.
Oh
Especially when it comes to Tua.
yeah. He's off and on about. He'll wait for those first 4 games of Tua, praise him, and then turn around and make the Tua Nears mad because he said something objective.
Yeah, Cowherd was the one that said they like the guy, they just don't like the player. That was what Cowherd said.
Yeah.
They like the guy, they don't like the player. Oh, that definitely got everybody up in arms.
Our second
sure.
news is according to ESPN insider Dan Grizzo. I put his name there because I can't fucking pronounce it. According to that dude right there, Dan, look it up. They're saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers are not ruling out making Justin Fields the starter. So
that's definitely newsworthy. Because
what do you think of that, man?
I don't have the opinion that Justin Fields is done playing quarterback like a lot of fellow Dolphin fans do. I like to believe, by harping back to our game against the Bears, as their measuring stick, because we were good that year and they were trash. He looked actually pretty decent against our defense. I'm just going to keep it a buck. So that is what it is. A lot of people going to say he only threw for 150 or 160 yards. Yeah, because he ran for like 3,000 yards on this.
Yeah.
And he still threw 3 touchdowns in the air.
By the way, I have a buddy of mine who's a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He lives here. He's connected into all the he listens to everything. He said that report of him returning kicks it was total BS. So
the Pittsburgh Steelers guy. Yeah. I thought that was just a meme that people was running with.
It was just somebody joking around, and then somebody
and it became
off
news
as a joke, and then they made it the gospel. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So we already how that works.
For sure. Oh yeah.
Apparently Pete travels well.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And then there we go.
For sure. Justin Fields might crack into the top quarterback on the team that was ranked 7th in the conference.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. And that tells you what he's turning heads and practicing this offseason for a Hall of Fame coach to make that decision.
And then listen,
he got something up his sleeve.
Remember, Ryan Tannehill was a more athlete quarterback. I think they had some pretty good receivers. They shored up their offensive line. I mean, let's see how it goes, man. Then
let's see how it goes. Yeah, he's got Najee Harris in the backfield. He's got a a receiver. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I heard Najee Harris didn't get the 5th-year option.
Yeah, so they just got him like a regular generic extension, something like that. Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Finally, a poll of 15 anonymous NFL scouts revealed that Joe Burrow, Geno Smith, and Tyrod Taylor has most the common comparisons for Colorado quarterback Schroeder Sanders.
Right. So Burrow, a combination of Burrow, Geno Smith, and who's the other one again?
Joe Smith, Joe Burrow, and Tyrod Taylor.
So he's talking about the legs of Tyrod or something. The brains of Burrow, I assume, and the arm of Geno. I don't know. I'm trying to chop up and make them to the
Crypto. If you look at that image, if you look at
that
image that Shake is showing right there, and look at the way his wings, his elbows are spread as he's going to cock, throw the ball, that is very similar to Tyrod Taylor's throwing motion right there, bro. How he separates his hands, throws out his elbows, and wings the ball. he's got a long draw, but doing it that way still makes it a quick draw, even though it's a long draw. You know what I mean? That right there, I can see that's where they're comping Tyrod Taylor. Look at the way his
Taylor
spread out his elbows. You know what I mean? He's about to wing the ball. That's kind of how Tyrod throws. Just putting that out
and also
there.
Sanders is pretty mobile too. But
shout out to Steve says, according to Steve LeMay, he didn't he requested for him not to get that 5th-year option. So, Ian, what's up, Ian? From Australia. What's up? Welcome from Australia, man. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's the news around the NFL. What do you think? I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put
not bad. He might crack the top 10. If he have a good season this year.
Yeah,
I'll say he's gonna crack the top 10.
You think he'll be drafted top 10, first round?
Yes. It's definitely a quarterback desperate team. Yes. If they do what Atlanta do, even just a draft and stash him, like they did with Penix, it's going to be a team like that would draft him and just to take him off the board and put him there. You know what I'm saying? And remember, they said, what's his name is getting better reps than Drake May in New England. They drafted him in the 6th round. So they'll do that just to, with Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Just to take him off the board.
I mentioned I thank the football gods that the Steelers, not the Steelers, the Patriots didn't draft. I think the Patriots, can you imagine if the Patriots would have drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. and then got that quarterback?
Mm-hmm. And then got that quarterback in the 6th round. Exactly. And you're right. They could have did that. They could have just drafted Marvin Harrison and then took that quarterback. Yep. Who's already beaten out the guy that they drafted, they said.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been something. That would have been an A+ draft right there for him.
Hey, shout out to the Texas legend EM in the building. What's going on, man? EM.
Oh, who's
so
that?
We had our first preseason action.
Who's that?
It was Chicago versus the Texans. And I believe the Texans won by 3. No, Chicago won by 3 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think that's what the final score was. Yeah. They scored like 21 unanswered points.
21-17, 4 technically, but 21-17 was the final on that.
Okay.
So I think it was like 17-7, and then they scored 2 touchdowns in a row to close it out. Davis Mills, I think, was this quarterback. And I don't know who was for the Bears. He was like an undrafted guy. He was undrafted. Caleb Williams got the rest.
It was Rippon that fired them first 2 touchdown passes.
Now I'm trying to see, is that actually Mark Rippon's child or relative? Because he could be. He's young enough to be.
I believe it is. Brett Rippon, I believe, is his son, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Yeah, yeah, because he's definitely young enough to be. Because you're talking about a 30-year gap here. So he's from Mark being in the Super Bowl. So yeah, man, that making me seem old, man. And these kids got freaking sons playing in the league now. Everybody's kid from the 90s is playing football.
Frank Gore Jr. Come on, Frank Gore's son is playing.
And I want to say Brett Rippon was drafted by the Broncos, if I'm correct. I'll get a check on that.
I remember Frank Gore when he got drafted. You know what I'm saying? And now his son is playing in the league. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Not drafted anywhere.
Who's that?
Brett Rippon. So he must have been a UDFA. I think Denver was his first team. Yeah, Denver was his first team in 2020.
Yeah, Frank Gore's son was a UDFA. He plays for Buffalo.
Oh, great.
Huh.
No, you guys go ahead. I just had a serious detour here. I got to re-navigate myself.
You need us to call for emergency services?
No, you don't have to call nothing. I'm just navigating a new route now.
You need to call
dispatch. Got thrown off my freaking game. That's what happens.
All right, so check this out. So yesterday was Thursday was the Hall of Fame game, and today was the Hall of Fame inductees, where they're officially inducted into the Hall of Fame, starting with Devin Hester from the Chicago Bears, Patrick Willis, Julius Peppers, which was an awesome athlete. Oh man, he was an athlete. Played for the Carolina Panthers, played basketball and football. Dangerous defensive end. Randy Grandizer, Steve McMichael, and I'm playing Dwight Freeney, another defensive end, very fast. You know, this was like one. Like, damn, he was undersized, but he was fast as hell.
All right.
And then I saved the best for last.
I got an issue. Hang on, y'all.
Yeah, good.
I got a problem.
Oh,
I'll be back.
All right, no problem. He played for Miami. You know, he played for the University of Miami, but he is a native of Miami.
Who's that?
My man, Andre Johnson, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Freeney, by the way, was the big-time pass rusher from Peyton Manning in early look.
Yeah, he played for Tony Dungy, so yeah, he was a fast one too. Him, Julius Pepper, and Javon Curse were all freaking freaks of nature at defense.
Oh, I think Curse and Peppers both have kids in the league right now, right?
Yeah, what's crazy about them is those guys had like those guys ran like your like receiver, like a Jarvis Landry type speed. You know, wasn't like a Tyreek Hill type speed, but they ran like it was like Jarvis Landry, like you know your slower receivers, but your slower receivers' speed for defensive end, that's fast.
Right.
At the end of the day. So, but Andre Johnson, man, he gave every time he played the Miami Dolphins, he would freaking kill him. As a matter of fact, I don't think we got our first win against the freaking the Texans after Andre Johnson was gone from the team.
Right, right.
It was back in 2015. Dan Campbell was the interim head coach.
Yep, 44-12, I believe was the score, or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then we beat the Titans, and then we.
That was the year that Bill O'Brien. That was the year that Bill O'Brien basically collapsed. You know what I mean? Like, I remember him being at the podium, and they were like, I guess they went 8-8 and fell into the division win or something in playoffs, and they were asking him at the podium, you know, whether he thought that was, you know, what he felt, and he just got so like snobbish, and it was like, we're in the playoffs, or division winner or something like that, and it was like their team was so shot, dude. They lost to us with an interim head coach, you know, in their house. Like big time. And then the Patriots proceeded to go in there the very next week and shut them out 27-0. You know, and it's like, oh, it's just Bill O'Brien. Like that whole season was where Bill O'Brien lost me for good, dude. Like I can't stand the guy as a coach, man.
Well, see, he got rid of D-Hop. Remember?
Yep. Well, it was the next year that he started butchering the team.
Well, no, actually, no. It was because number. No, actually, I was after that because, because number it was I think we're around 19, 18, 7. No, yeah, 17, 18.
Yeah, it was like Deshaun's first or second year when he chopped up the team.
Yeah.
Remember when J.J. Watt was apologizing to Watson?
No, yeah, but no, I
as
think
he's on the way 16. Out the door, as he's on his way out the door to Arizona. You know,
I think it was after 16 because remember, they beat Josh Allen in the playoffs.
Right,
his
right.
Year. No, his second year.
Right.
So it was a little after that, but yeah, I understand what you mean.
Okay, I'm back.
So we're talking about the Hall
That's
of Fame
crazy.
players. Yeah.
What was that? What was that now? I was
We're talking about the Hall of Fame players.
Okay, cool. That's one thing about navigating a
I
freaking
was covering for
80-ton
you,
vehicle,
Crypto.
man.
I
I
was
said one thing
covering
about
for you.
driving a 80-ton vehicle in the nation's capital when it literally dumps you in the Pentagon's backyard. My lord.
I was covering for you, Crypto. I was talking about nonsense Bill O'Brien talk while you were gone. How bad coach is.
Oh
man.
But so
Bill
at any
O'Brien.
rate, we're gonna talk about the top 100 players.
Cool.
And of course, what do you think of the Tyreek? I think
Did Eichenberg make it on that list?
Not yet. I think he's gonna be it next year. I think he's gonna take Tyreek Hill's spot.
Oh, okay. That's what's
But
up.
remember, man, listen. Tua got the orange jersey. Ramsey got the orange jersey. But none of them are the 3-time orange jersey recipient. 3 times.
Exactly.
Yeah. Stephen May says Belichick started using cut black chop blocks to deal with Freeney. That don't surprise me.
Shake, were you talking about the Oak Mountain himself? The one and only
Eisenberg?
Liam Eichenberg?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is he a 3-time winner or a 4-time winner?
3-time at least.
Winner, yeah.
By the way, you know who's clipping at his heels is Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson had his 2nd time with the orange jersey last Sunday.
Jeff Wilson, yep.
All right.
And Tua Tagovailoa.
Remember, that was that's 2nd time in the same offseason. He got the orange jersey back in minicamp.
Oh, yeah.
So the first day in front of the public, which was last Sunday, Jeff Wilson got it again. So he's got number 2. He's clipping at Eichenberg's heels, man.
Right.
So I don't know why everybody thinks Jeff Wilson is the throwaway. He's been tearing it up in camp.
I don't know, but hey, so has whatchamacallit, so has Ahmed. But damn.
Oh yeah.
But hey, was I mean
that list is something, man.
Yeah, we don't need to derail.
But,
what's that in your hand? Is that a baton? Oh, that's a back scratcher. Oh, sweet. I got one too. Finally found it.
At any rate, Tyreek Hill got his I guess they reworked his deal. Not really an extension per se.
He made it to number 1. He went in there and put that number 1 trophy on Greer's desk.
Yeah.
Pay me.
Pay me, son, bitch. Yeah, man.
They said Pat Riley put the rings on the thing.
Yeah.
His talking.
He put one like this. Here's my trophy, damn it. I am number 1.
I find it interesting that nobody's
asking. He moved up 5 slots.
Well, I think. And also nobody's asking where all that money came from. I find that surprising.
That is surprising, ain't it?
I mean, we all know where
Tua deal open up the what you call it. So that literally marries us to Tua and Tyreek and Waddle, because those were the 3 biggest contracts.
Well, it does, but I'm just thinking, like, if there was no Tyreek involved, would the other money have been more?
Maybe could have.
Did Tyreek take some of Tua's
powder
change?
Yeah, could have been keeping that powder dry for him. Yeah, it could be color. That's a good point. Maybe they were reallocating those funds to say, hey, this is what we got to keep your guy with you.
Well, I mean, it's also the perfect opportunity for whoever claims the narrative first to say, hey, I mean, look, if you're a big Tua fan, you could easily say, well, look how noble Tua is for allowing the team to make Tyreek happy. You know what I mean? They could take that narrative if they want. Nobody's jumped on it. Not one person.
Well, it's still early.
I know. I'm going to say it first.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tua, man. Very noble of you to share some of the wealth, bro, to make sure you got the tools you need. All right. Very Brady-like move, Tua.
Damn right.
So
preempted everybody. Crypto.
I won't go to the Brady Gazelle route, but
I just preempted everybody. I'm the first one that said it.
Right.
His brother is making that big CFL money, so
got to get out in front of it. You got to get out in front of it. Let me put my password in on my.
Well, okay, fair enough.
I got me a new Kindle Scribe.
Q says we don't do
Kindle Scribe, man.
Q says we don't do narratives, color. We talk facts. Well, fair enough, Q. The fact of it is, Tua gave up some of his to make sure that he got got the tools he needs and made his teammates happy. So kudos to Tua.
Right. Exactly. Everybody's spreading the wealth. Oh, Tua may be a socialist.
There is some question as to whether he's a Swiftie or not. I mean, that's almost the same thing, right?
Nah, she's still a corporatist.
I mean, if you got followers called Swifties, I think you've graduated to
by the way,
dictatorial status.
Speaking of which, apparently, what you call it? Tua had one of played a Taylor Swift song at practice the other day because that.
I think that's
yeah, she played the song, huh?
Right. Well, yeah, that's where.
Well, he is from Alabama, though. No, Hawaii, but probably the Alabama influence is coming out.
Yeah, I think that's why I think that's why the question came up. But I mean, look, I've got people on my playlist, and I'm not like diehard fans of those artists,
So, all right, Colin, let's get to the
there we go.
Oh yeah, this is what it's all about right here.
All right. So we were on shout out to Jay Miami. We were doing a space about QB lists. But before we get to that, we are going to get to the top 100 players, all 100 players after these two lists. So they asked, what is your top 10 QB list based off of last year's? Jess was there. She was one of the witnesses. What's up, Jess? Jersey in the building.
What's going on, Jess?
I think she's from Jersey, right? She's from Jersey?
Philly?
Philly's in the building.
Philly.
No, she's from Jersey, but she roots for Philadelphia.
She's a Philadelphia fan. Right,
but she's originally from New York, I believe.
Right. Yeah,
right.
She's from Jersey, but yeah, I love root for the Phillies and the Sixers.
Yeah, see, she's from Jersey. See?
Yeah.
She's from Fred's neck of the woods.
Just roots for them. Yeah. Fred, Insanity as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. Jersey connection. Larry K. So
Jersey boys and girls.
At any rate, Jay Miami did a list strictly based off of last year's performance.
Yeah.
So you did a top 10 list. People got in their feelings. Like I said, I'm giving you a warning now.
I didn't even finish the list, but yeah, I got to like maybe 6 or 7, but yeah.
So,
but yeah,
if you're sensitive, I suggest getting into your safe spaces now. That way, you could be safe. So, no further ado. What is your top 10 quarterback list based off of last year? Go for it, man. I want to hear this.
We are in microwave society, and Jay decided to make a space saying, "What did you do for me lately?" So I decided to participate in that game because I don't like participating in the microwave. What did you do for the last 5 seconds of your career and make
Yeah.
that your whole career? So I decided to oblige and say, hey, I'll make a top 10 based on last year's microwave list, given that 25% of the most of the great starting quarterbacks was eliminated because they was injured or didn't play enough games to qualify. So out the bat, about 25% of the actual quarterbacks that potentially could have been in its top 10 are automatically eliminated because they didn't even participate in last season. That's number one. So let me just put that caveat in there,
Mm-hmm.
given that this list is very skewed. So, with that being said, I'll go ahead and put Zach Wilson as my number one.
Who's your number one?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson? Okay. All right. What's the reasoning behind your Zach Wilson? I know you have one.
Well, he had a great performance in the all the games he played against the great teams. You know, he beat the Eagles when they were undefeated. Right? He beat the Bills. He's got a lot of big games under his belt. You know, he almost beat the Chiefs. I mean, great performance, very high rating against them. You know, in big games he performed well, even though he didn't pull out to the end. But hey, well, why not have a little fun and start off this list with Zach Wilson?
And he's undefeated against Skylar Thompson. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, without jokes aside, he's definitely undefeated. Pete will love this. He's undefeated against Skylar, so that automatically makes him number one on this list. But hey, without joking aside,
beating Skylar Thompson is like New York. You can beat if you make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, he said, wait a minute, who's somebody 70 miles north? Wait a minute,
Jeff
I'm about
said,
70 miles west of Crypto.
He had a lot of confidence fucking people's moms. Yeah, he was a MILF hunter too, man.
That's true. Exactly. He has a lot.
and listen, here's a rumor.
Allegedly.
Here's a rumor, right? And I know it's true because I started it. Zach Wilson was traded out in New York because he banged Aaron Rodgers' wife, another MILF.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
And I know the rumor is true because, like I said, I started it.
She's definitely old enough to be his mom. Oh my God. But nevertheless, Zach is on his way in Denver, and I suppose he's putting up some numbers to give what's his name, Bo Nix his run for his money, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, but hey,
so who's your number one for real?
Shout out to Zach Wilson, but my number one is Patrick Mahomes. My homeboy is number one.
My homeboy, hell yeah.
My homeboy is number one.
Okay, obviously that's self-explanatory,
he won the crown,
right?
so it starts. Yeah, that's no further deep dive into that. You know, he did it. He did his thing yet again with the subpar receiving core and Travis along for the ride. Hey, he did his thing, got it done. All he needed to do is put together 4 straight great, brilliant playoff games against arguably one of the best offenses. Matter of fact, if I remember right, Spagnuolo put together where he beat the top 3 or top 5 offenses in the league. Us, Baltimore, San Francisco. You know, and Buffalo had a top offense for a little bit at one point. So yeah.
According to him, he said you're on that foolishness tonight. So.
Oh yeah. I don't know who that guy is. Oh my God. But yeah, we got Mr. Mahomes boy. Yeah, he's out there.
All right.
You want to know who comes in behind him?
Who's that?
And ironically, he came in behind. He came in the same spot as the where he came in on that top 100 list.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 2 is also the consensus number 2 amongst the NFL players
Mm-hmm.
and all the league is Lamar Jackson.
Well, if
So
you're gonna do it off that list, why don't you make Tyreek Hill the number 1 quarterback?
if he played quarterback, it would be.
Well, no. So you got Lamar Jackson number 2.
I got him slotted in at number 2, almost a unanimous MVP. The numbers speak for itself, even though it wasn't as overshadowed his first ever unanimous MVP performance, but his efficiency was good, and he got above that quarterback rating of the magic triple digits that a lot of people overlook. So he was efficient for what was asked for him to do. And yeah, he was one Zay Flowers away from making it to his first ever Super Bowl. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Who
why
you
he's
got number
that's
3?
why he was able to do it.
Number 3?
I got Allen right now sitting at 3. He could have dropped further, but I got him at 3. Number 3.
Oh man. Well, and one
He
thing.
played superhero ball in the last 6 games of the season. Did the necessary things despite him making mistakes. They went from the 8th seed or the 9th seed with a statistical 30-something% chance to make the playoff to be in the number 2 seed in the conference, all in the matter of 5 weeks. And yeah, they played good defense, had decent running, but he was also a part of that running too. It wasn't just Dalvin Cook. Not Dalvin Cook, it wasn't just James Cook.
And not to mention, listen, if it wasn't for
he's a
Josh
part of that
Allen,
running machine as well.
If it wasn't for Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills would have an empty trophy case.
Oh yeah. So I'll give him his props. He had 41 total touchdowns, so which means rushing and passing is accounted for. I don't just look at one stat at the quarterback as far as touchdowns. If you actually drove it in the end zone with your legs, that gets counted, because if you don't, that means that can go towards passing touchdowns. So if you
Bryson,
you get credit for total touchdowns.
We're gonna drop the link after Crypto gives his list, Bryson. So I don't want nobody interrupting Crypto while he gives our list. So that's why we're not dropping the link. But after Crypto
we'll
gives
drop
his
it afterwards.
List, yeah, for sure.
We'll drop it afterwards, yeah. So yeah, that's why I got Mr. Josh Allen coming in because of his heroics at the end of the season. Came 3 points short of beating the Chiefs and knocking them off in the playoffs. But his heroics didn't last because the crappy field goal kicker didn't put it into overtime. So yeah, so he's at number 3 for last year in the microcosm as far as big games and numbers. I'm doing this list based on big games as well and what you did down the stretch.
Yeah.
So he's my number 3. You want to go with number 4?
Yes, sir.
Also big games. He gets a lot of credit for, as none other than Jared Goff.
All right.
A lot of big games he won last year. Won his division for the first time in damn the God knows how long.
Yeah. Hey, look, they listen.
On opening night, he beat the Chiefs.
He did something Matthew Stafford didn't do, and that's win a playoff game in Detroit. Matthew Stafford never won a playoff game in Detroit.
Exactly. Right. He did something
and
that
Dan
franchise
Campbell
never
fucked
did.
him royally. We already know that.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, Dan Campbell is probably the single reason why Jared Goff didn't go to his second Super Bowl with 2 different teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much self-explanatory with Goff. Enough big game heroics in the regular season. He played decent enough in the playoffs. And yeah, I'll give him his due for what he did. He's a very good quarterback regardless, This is not like a one year thing for him. So yeah, Jared Goff come in at number 4 on my list.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
got him at number 4, man. He's sitting in at number 4. You know,
Who got number 5?
number 5. I have to give him credit, even though a lot of people don't give him credit. But given the fact that he did this in 2 straight years, regardless of his young career, he backed it up by not having a sophomore slump. I'm going to say performance-wise, I think he threw 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, over 4,000 yards, something like that. And he led one of the most efficient offenses.
Tua Tagovailoa?
It will be no, because his big game, Purdy's is Purdy. Purdy
Okay.
won a lot more big games down the stretch as well, outside of, that one Baltimore game that was just total disaster.
Yeah,
But
and it's hard for
Baltimore
you to
does
make
that
because
to
you hate
every
San
NFC team.
Francisco. You hate San Francisco. I know you hate San Francisco, right?
Yeah, it was a difficult one. So I had to be objective crypto on this one and give Brock Purdy the nod for his consistency in what he did while playing quarterback. 14 I despise.
What's up, G? G in the building.
So I got him at number
Oh, man. Right now we
I
got
got him at
64
number
people. We got 64 people with insomnia. 41 on Twitter,
64.
23 on
41
YouTube,
on
and 1
Twitter. There we
on
go.
Twitch. We got 1 on Twitch, baby. All right, progress.
Yeah. All right.
Make sure you hit the like button, please. So, all right, number 6. Numero 6.
Number 6. All right. Now that we got the playoff heroics out the way, and it still continues. Starting good enough, but finishing very, very strong. Number 6. I got none other than my man, Mr. Love, Jordan Love. There we
Jordan
go.
Love.
That's where he landed. There you have it. Love is number 6 on my list.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. WKRP.
In Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. There we go. There we go. We got Love at number 6. I can run down his heroic finish in his last 13 starts. But specifically from week 10 to to the divisional rounds was phenomenal. But that's pretty much what did it for him. That got him the bag, really. That really what did it. They clinched to say, yeah, we got our 3rd straight franchise quarterback in the town of Green Bay. I don't know how many franchises get that lucky, but they found a way to do
it.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. But yeah, I think I got him at numbers. I've got him at 6 right now as far as his overall performances. And yes, he have a lot of in those games they're gonna say, well, he didn't play nobody. Well, he actually have the best numbers out of all quarterbacks in the NFL versus the Chiefs. Not only the best numbers against the Chiefs, he actually beat them.
Yeah.
They scored the most points against the Chiefs defense out of any team in the league. That was led by Jordan Love, by the way. So just want to put that out there.
Yeah. And listen, I want to add too, people gotta give credit to Matt LaFleur because Matt LaFleur, under Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers had back-to-back MVP seasons.
Matt LaFleur, yeah, that's right, he did under Matt LaFleur. That's right. Pretty good coach. Yep, and of course, I'm gonna follow that with number 7 with C.J. Stroud. I know Benjamin's gonna be happy with that. He's probably gonna be mad because I should have put him in the top 5. He's coming. He's coming along, Benjamin. Your special guys coming along, man. I got him at number 7, man. I got him in. I got him at number 7. Of course, the average yards per passing, he was the number 1 for the most with the minimum amount of games played to qualify for the passing yards per game leader. I think he's the first quarterback in history, or him, Tom Brady, and it's a third one that led the league in touchdown to interception ratio while leading the league in passing yards per game. I think Tom Brady and it's another quarterback, the only 3 in history that ever did it. May have been Aaron Rodgers. I got to double check.
By the way, before you, I got an interesting stat appeared on my Facebook timeline.
Give me 1 second, Shake. Go ahead with the stat.
I got an interesting stat line. Let me see if I have it here. All right. In the last 5 seasons, most 400 passing yard games, right? Most 400-yard passing games in the last 5 seasons. Josh Allen had 4. Tom Brady had 4. Joe Burrow had 5. Patrick Mahomes had 9. And Dak Prescott had 9.
9 for Dak Prescott. Yeah, he's pretty consistent when it comes to yards. Because I think that offensive coordinator, that I think he's with Philly now, right?
Yeah. Kellen Moore.
Yeah, I think he's with Philly. So that's probably going to open up a passing game for them more so. Even though quad is kept, Jalen Hurts led the league in deep ball accuracy. He's like number one of 3 or something like that. And per yards per attempt or something like that is downfield. That's a little quad little secret stat that people don't know about Hurts.
Yeah, so 7 is each CJ Stroud. Who's number 8?
Number 8 is Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, number 8.
Dak is number 8. His numbers is, well, he's the passing leader in touchdowns. I must say touchdowns. 36. Total touchdowns like 38. So he only had 2 rushing touchdowns. I thought he had more than that. But he only had 2 rushing touchdowns. So he had numbers like 4,500 yards. Touchdown interception ratio is pretty good. I think it's almost 4-1. Good completion percentage. You know, overall decent numbers for Dak. He gets no love in our community because for obvious reasons. But he did pretty good last season, despite only winning maybe 1 or 2 key games. But they did win the division, so you got to still give them credit. And Philadelphia was in their division. So there you go.
Q wants to know what ranking
they get credit for that.
Q wants to know what ranking is this. This is ranking. This is Crypto's QB list ranking based off of last year. So
based off last year, it's only 1 year sample size. 1 year sample size. Basically, if all of them only played 1 year, they was all rookies.
All right. So that leaves us at 9.
There you go. Number 9. We got it. We have our number 9. And that would be Tua Tagovailoa.
The guy who just got paid?
Yes, the one that said, show me the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, show me the money. The only thing that really hurt Tua, his numbers was good enough, was balanced enough with Dak. That's why they was kind of close, these last 3 people on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Because the minimum amount of big games that they won down the stretch. So that's what hurt Tua and Dak when it came to Love and Purdy and Stroud. Stroud, Love, and Purdy just had way too many big game performances than Tua, Dak, and the rest of them did. So that's what kind of pushed them down. So they pretty close together. Tua made it in there as number 9 overall as far as big game performances, big moments, alone coupled with his numbers. So yeah, Tua could have easily leapfrogged Dak if he'd have just won in Week 17 and not threw that interception in the game. That would have
What's
been
up,
more than
Chef
enough
Jew?
to put him ahead of Dak.
And Dak should be number 2 after Mahomes.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you got different criteria than me. Hey, you could probably make that argument. I
And you know
won't
what?
push back on that.
And Tua is a Cowboys fan. He probably agrees with you.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's right. Tua is a Cowboys fan. That's
Mhm.
right. He did. He did grow up liking them. That's right. He did. That's a good point. That's a good point. He is a Cowboys fan. So yeah, he is a Cowboys fan. So Tua. Dak should have been number 2 on that list. That would have put him ahead of Allen, Goff, Purdy. Yeah, that would have put him. That would have dropped Lamar all the way down too. That would drop him down a spot if Dak is the number two guy. But yeah, now I'll tell you what Dak could have did to put him up high on this list for me. Dak would have had to beat the 49ers when he faced them. He would have had to beat the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs to leapfrog Love and Purdy.
Yeah.
He would have those are the big games he would have had to do along with couple with his numbers. Just like I said, what Tua would have had to simply do to leapfrog Dak and go further up. I think in that instant, that's what Dak needed to do to get further up on my list for that 1 year sample
And the thing
size.
about it is, you're at least you're being consistent with your list. You know what I'm saying? You're staying with your parameters.
Right.
Which is awesome. All right, and who gets the last spot?
And the last spot, he was able to creep in here. I know one quarterback could have beat him if he'd have played probably 4 more games. Jalen Hurts got into this list only because one other quarterback didn't play enough games. But he creeped in there. That's why I say the list was small because of the participants, the quarterbacks that participated this year. So Jalen made it into the top 10 because it's overall running, passing touchdowns combined. His interceptions, the turnovers hurt him. You know, that's probably what hurt him and Tua because they had like 15 interceptions. Tua had 14. And he had 6 less touchdowns, but his overall total yards, he was at 40. He was over 4,000 plus total yards rushing and passing. Something like that, right around the 4,000 mark. And then his total touchdowns was just insane, obviously, because they run the most unstoppable play in football. But I didn't use that as a negative towards him because of that tush push. Because what other big quarterback, Josh Allen, them ain't running it that effectively. Because we stopped Josh Allen on his version of the tush push, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the Eagles' offensive line is probably the best in the league, or you can say that. But Buffalo offensive line is no slouch, and it's not like Josh Allen is a small potato. You know, the man not bench presses. He squats over what 500 pounds. So
Probably
him
more than that.
driving his
It has to be more than that.
him driving his legs
Mhm.
along with that tush push helps him get into the end zone.
Oh yeah.
Not any quarterback, even behind the Eagles line, is not going to be successful because they don't squat as much. It's got much leg power to be able to do that. So you got to give him some credit for his ability to also make it work along with a great offensive line. A lot of people say, "Oh man, he's got the best offensive line. The tush push is getting him in." Well, any quarterback cannot get behind that line and do that effectively.
Yeah. Bryson CJ Stroud was number 7.
Yeah, numbers. Yeah. Oh, Bryson wanted to know where he was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was number 7, Bryson. He came in at number 7. And that's pretty good to be given. That's why I'm kind of glad this list was only based on 1 year because we don't have more than 1 year from, well, I think 2 of the guys on my list. Yeah, 2 of the guys on my list only have 1 year size. So it's only fair to not punish them because of 1 year because we're only talking about 1 year. I'm treating everybody like a rookie, even Mahomes,
Mhm.
as if this is their first year.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is only 1 year, Bryson.
I said we're gonna
So
do
yeah,
another QB.
we rounded it off. Hurts got in there. He was able to get past the other quarterbacks like Cousins and all these other ones that just don't have enough and enough big games played to be able to qualify. Now, if Hurts would have if Cousins would have beat the Chiefs in that week that they played them, now we're talking about a different number here.
Yeah.
Because remember, Cousins was on pace before he got injured to break his own touchdown records. I think he was on pace for 36 touchdowns, and his yardage was 4,700. He was on pace for 4,700 yards before he got injured. So Cousins would have put up another 4,000 plus yards, around 4,700 and 36 touchdowns, which would have been enough to put him at number in the top 5. You know, had he beat the Chiefs, along with beating the Chiefs, or in a couple of more other big games in the division like Green Bay or somebody.
So check this out. I said we are gonna do another QB's list, but let's wait for next week.
Yes,
Next week
we can do another list, and I'll do a total performance based on what they put in their career.
and this is quarterbacks on the current roster.
Right.
So
yes, we can do another list next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
So I'll drop the link, but before we drop the link, you know how we always do every year, we do the question of the day, right?
Yeah.
But before we do the question of the day, man, I tell you what, I was feeling nostalgic, right?
Right.
And I wanted to rent the movie Home Alone, right?
Right.
And unfortunately, I'm on the wrong screen.
Home Alone.
Yeah, I wanted to rent Home Alone, but unfortunately,
Who's got
I think
it on Daisy Dukes?
I downloaded the wrong one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I don't think.
You got it. Who's it?
Yeah, that was the Home Alone. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think, yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that was the
hey,
wrong
you're getting too many people in the audience excited, Shake.
That was the wrong Home Alone.
You're getting those people in the audience excited. Hey, where's EM and where's EM go? Where's Benjamin at?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I watched it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
It was. I think it was better than the original, but whatever. That's just me.
Right, better than the original. Don't stack up on Taco Bell.
All right, Crypto, real quick.
The $7 box is bad for you.
If you guys know, I want nobody to help Crypto out here. All right. Can you? What's wrong with this picture right here?
What's that? Wonder Bread, hot dog, hamburger buns. When you see, wait a minute. When you see it, say got it. Hot dog buns. No, because it's hamburger. It look like hamburger buns.
Yeah, you got it.
What?
Somebody
what
put
the hell?
I guess somebody put the hamburger buns in the hot dog buns in the hamburger bread.
Right. Right. What the heck? Right.
Yeah.
That is insane, ain't it? But hey, so Shake, you think Zach Wilson got a shot at making my next list?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. What's that? I'm talking about. I'm gonna he might make it to the top, man. If he have 60 touchdowns and 4 interceptions,
Hey, shout out this next guest. He is going to be representing the Air Force. Your fellow air traffic controller. What's going on?
How's it going?
Okay.
Going, man.
Okay.
That was a good list. I like the list. It was a decent list.
Yeah, man. I tried to be objective crypto this round.
Yeah,
you get analysis crypto, you get turn up crypto. You get different versions.
Everyone knows that. Everyone knows turn up crypto is my favorite.
You get different versions,
Well, that's what we got you here, right?
Yeah, that's it, Bryson. You know how it is when those planes on final approach and you looking down the runway to make sure no idiot freaking crosses it.
Yep.
You don't have to tell them to go around.
That's my day job.
Like, wait a minute, hold on, who is this fool on the runway? That's how you got to do it, man. You got to make sure it's a clear deck, man.
I've had a couple close calls. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, some incursions. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's the scariest part when you like, oh shit.
We had one time I was on ground control and this vehicle, they had a really strong accent and I didn't know what they were saying, so I was just telling them to hold position and say again. Well, they just weren't responding, and then out of nowhere, I just see this side by side cross the approaching of the runway, and we got an aircraft short final. And my local controller looks at me and is like, "Hey, did you do that?" And I said, "Hell no, I didn't."
No.
So they sent him around, but those boys got hemmed up. I didn't know what they were saying, so I told them to say again, and then they just said "screw it" and crossed the runway. But that was probably the scariest, scariest incursion I've had. But that's about it.
Yes, I agree. Devontae Parker should have been number one. He is the go. As a matter of fact, he's Parker. The one. He's the guy who built Louisville.
Crypto, you didn't have Jared Goff on the list, did you? In the top 10?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was. He was number 4.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
All right. Well, I like that because I thought Jared Goff had a really good season last year, and
he was number 4. As a matter of fact, he was number 4.
And I agree with that. I mean,
yep.
Jared Goff really balled out. I mean, he was second in the league on passing yards. Not that that's the only stat that matters.
He was.
They had a great year last year, the Lions, with that running game and passing game. I mean, they were really unstoppable on the offense. The problem is their defense was just trash.
49 yards shorter than Tua, second place.
Exactly. There you go. With the numbers.
Real quick, I would just say, Crypto, I kind of take issue a little bit because of Jared Goff, and
I mean, it's interchangeable with him and Allen.
I would interchange Goff and Allen, to be honest with you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking. You made me think.
Other than that, I mean, I probably would put Jordan Love a little further back. You know what I mean, behind Tua, just because of I don't know. I'm just.
I mean, honestly, I know you didn't do it, but you could have made an argument for Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had a phenomenal season last year.
They did. If I was going to use that,
I thought your list was good. I'm not trying to nitpick. I'm not trying to nitpick your list.
Down the
stretch
was
good,
It's a power ranking.
That's why I say
it's I
mean, say I put a heavy weight on how you finish. And what you do in certain games against certain teams and how you finish. There was some stumbling blocks out the gate, but then in the last 13 games was like, okay, head down, I'm finishing strong.
Yeah.
And it went into the playoffs, even into the San Francisco game, the one final mistake at the end, but they had a 10-point lead. It wasn't like they didn't have a shot at winning and beating the 49ers.
And you didn't have Geno nowhere on the top 10, huh? Wow.
No, he would be like top 15.
No Geno. No Geno. Yeah,
the previous year he would have been top 5 because he put up top. The stats.
By the way,
along with Seahawks.
if anybody had any doubts that Crypto was a contrarian, the man listed off his top 10 from number 1 to 10. Like, who does that? Like, everybody else in the world starts with number 10 and works their way down to number 1.
Right. Exactly.
Crypto just comes out
the
and
other way.
out number 1. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, but that's how.
Yeah.
When they did the list, that's how we were doing it in the
right,
in the list.
right.
So we're keeping it in the same spirit.
I see.
Right. Right. I go from top to bottom. That's the way it works. But yeah, I had to make sure I get number 1 out the way so it won't be, no interferences with the next 9 picks.
Right, right. No Daniel Jones love. Huh?
No, in another universe, he would be able to make it in the top 20.
And Mac Jones too. Mac Jones, don't forget Mac Jones.
Now, the year before last, he
Back
probably
up for
maybe
Jacksonville.
can crack it.
No Flacco?
Yeah.
No Flacco either?
No, not enough gameplay. That's why I said, because Cousins would have made it into the top 10.
Well, Flacco
because
got
of the pace he was on.
Flacco got the Cody Award, man.
Yeah.
So, Crypto, I got a question for you.
I'm sorry, the Caboti Award.
So you named your top 10, right? Name me one quarterback that wasn't in the top 10 that will make it in the top 10 this year coming up. And why?
It's probably 3. Could be 3. Interchangeable.
So name me 2 of them.
That could be that I'm projecting.
Can I guess your 3? Or at least one of them?
Yeah, because they're on my overall quarterback list. But yeah,
tell me
ahead.
if I'm right. You tell me if I'm right. If one of them is Justin Fields.
No, he makes it into the top probably 12 or 15 for sure.
Okay.
Now he can. I mean, depends on how Pittsburgh put him, uses him, or if he makes it to the, list. If he actually do start.
All right.
It's a potential for him to do it.
But yeah, go ahead. Give us 2 of those
go ahead.
quarterbacks.
Real quick, on an off-topic note,
I think
as I'm scrolling through Facebook to look for football, nuggets, whatever. I'm always seeing there's a certain there's a Facebook page I follow. It's called LeBron is better than Jordan, or Jordan is better than LeBron, or something like that. No, Jordan is better than LeBron. It's a Facebook page, right? And there's this person on there that's constantly putting clickbait, and apparently they put this clickbait on R.I.P. Sylvester Stallone, like, so people could click on it, and that's how they hack your shit. Like, gullible people will click on the link to get more information on the story. All you gotta do is fucking hit Google.
Yeah.
So whenever you see shit like that on Facebook, do not click the link.
Yeah, there could be phishing things for getting access to your information. But as far as the list, that could be. Now the list can stay the same. Now keep that in mind. It can, remember at the very beginning, I qualified the list by saying about a quarter of the quarterbacks didn't even participate. So take that with a grain of salt, that could have made this list drastically different. But
like Joe Burrow, perfect example.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that can easily be in the top 10.
But you got any
I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Apparently,
Watson
was firing some bombs in camp the other day.
Yeah, I think Watson.
Yeah, and Ken Dorsey is this new offensive coordinator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ken Dorsey. The last time Josh Allen was in the conversation a couple of times with him.
So have they reinforced Cleveland's box windows for the coaches?
And Mike,
they probably did. Well, They might not have to because
or are they taking the tablet away
he's
from
he's gonna be running the ball a lot. I'm not running the ball. Him, the quarterback's gonna have some quarterback
like,
keepers. You know,
we can't afford tablets around here in Cleveland, Dorsey. You're SOL, man. You're not gonna be throwing no tablets at Windows, man.
Mike Vrabel's a
Oh,
consultant for the Browns too. That's a team that in the AFC that really could do some things this
Well,
year.
that should make their defense even better.
No, that's what I'm saying. Their
Yeah.
defense was really good last year, and they got Jerry Jeudy now. Amari Cooper's always been really good for them and was good
and they'll
before
get
with
the
the
entire
Cowboys.
backfield back with Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Nick Chubb's a dog, and they still were running the ball without him.
Right. So
No,
they definitely got the
Browns
weapons.
could be a scary team.
They're talking
man.
Super Bowl over there too. I was listening to a bunch of their videos. They're just as much as ambitious as we are about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a very hard division, probably the hardest division in the league,
Yeah,
in
it
my
is.
opinion.
Top to bottom
The
for every
AFC
team.
North,
Yeah,
but
completely. Win 10 games.
you come out that
yeah.
if you come out of that division and go to the playoffs, you have a really
You're
good
battle
shot.
tested.
Yes,
You should be
100%.
battle tested.
Raphael
I
Cartwright
already forgot what division you're talking about.
Raphael
AFC
Cartwright
North.
brings up Jags
The
Lawrence
North.
and Falcons Cousins. Do you think those guys can make it?
And maybe Lawrence if he can stay healthy the whole year.
Yeah,
he can crack the top 10 if he stays healthy. Yeah, he's a dark horse, but yeah. If them wide receivers, that new guy that they just got, who we coveted in the draft, they snapped him up. Then they got Ridley,
but
right?
do they have any good wide receivers like
Christian Kirk?
Christian Kirk's good. Yeah, they got some good receivers.
Yeah, Christian Kirk's good. Oh, they
got
picked up
Abram.
Gabe
They got
Davis,
Abram.
didn't they?
And don't forget, they still got ETN in the backfield. I mean,
Yeah,
ETN
like
and Abram. Yeah,
he's
they got a
very good.
balanced offensive tackle.
They picked up Gabe
They're no
Davis
pushovers.
too,
They
I
won't be
think.
an easy out. I'll tell you that much.
From
They're
the
definitely not an
from
easy
the
out.
Bills, they picked him up off free agency, Gabe Davis.
And they got the RPO.
Oh yes, Gabe Davis is the number 2 now. Yeah, that's right.
And they got them RPO mastermind, winner of Don Shula's record-breaking game, Mr. Doug Peterson.
As their coach.
I mean, they can't count them like people do. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're not a pushover. Put it like that.
Doug Peterson's got a program and a process. He's working that out. No different than he did in Philly. I mean, it's people can't discount that.
He won the Super Bowl there. Yeah.
Yeah, they
and to be real, they favored in Philly. They kind of pushed him out and favored Frank Reich. And Frank Reich's been with 2 different teams now and ain't done nothing.
Yeah, Frank Reich. Yeah, he's a great offense. He's a great offensive coordinator. He's not a great head coach.
Right.
He's a great coordinator.
Right.
I agree. Listen, there's a difference of a guy making
pure Buffalo hater. As a pure Buffalo hater, I ain't got no love lost for Frank Reich, man.
But I'm just saying, there's a difference of a guy.
Well, he kept Warren Moon from winning the Super Bowl.
A guy making his
bias.
I was mad at him because he kept a Super Bowl title out of Warren Moon's trophy case.
Right, and
there's no way the Oilers was losing that Super Bowl that year.
That was amazing, man.
I'm like, what? What's going on here? I think
shout out to Doc Brown. Doc Brown, friend of the show. Doc Brown was on the field that day, dressed as a Houston Oiler.
That's true. He was. He was on the field that day.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a good football year. I think last year there was a lot.
I hope everybody's healthy this year, man.
Yeah,
because last year there was a lot of quarterbacks that got hurt, man. A lot of them.
Yeah,
but there were so many teams that were involved in there was no juggernaut teams in my opinion other than the Niners.
Nobody run away and
even
hide.
The Chiefs, man, they were beatable.
No, in the regular season they wasn't a juggernaut.
That's what I'm saying. Even the Chiefs, they weren't that crazy of a team. They just were able to get hot.
Bro, I can't say it enough. I'm actually, the reason being is I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I know that the guy's a good, always been a good DC, but as bad as he was as a head coach, man, I mean, bro.
And I want you to think about this.
That 3-game stretch in the playoffs has to be Hall of Fame material for Steve Spagnuolo,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah,
and I want you to think.
Spagnuolo, man.
I want you to think about this. In the playoffs, outside of Buffalo, nobody hung up more than 20 points on
You're correct.
Chiefs defense.
You're correct, Jake.
In the playoffs, man. That's crazy.
You are correct.
That's crazy.
I mean, they're.
Go ahead, Color.
Oh, I'm just gonna say that I never expected that out of him, but the signs were there because they have been playing quality defense for a couple seasons now. It's not like everything is on their offense.
I know, but this year was different. This year, their defense was different.
They definitely.
And I remember watching that
level,
Super Bowl. I told my wife, I said, "Listen, the Niners need to score some more points here because if they keep this game on a one possession, 2-possession game, Patrick Mahomes is going to be clutch in the fourth quarter and he's going to run away with this thing."
Yeah, there's no way he's not going to get his. Exactly. There's no way he's not going to get his.
That's exactly what happened is they were mediocre for 3 quarters and the defense kept them in the game. And sure enough, Patrick Mahomes turned into Patrick Mahomes.
I also want to say that this has to go because the fact of it is Andy Reid's career now speaks for it precedes him. So I think I can effectively say this, that there is something about Andy Reid. He has the ability to say certain words, whatever they must have been, to that wide receiver room going into the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, whatever he said to them, completely night and day different performance by the whole room in the postseason than throughout the year.
100%.
I don't know maybe he said, but
everybody thought they was finished because of Aiden O'Connell went in there and beat them.
I mean, the fact that the wide receiver room is the same set of guys and all that, same coaches and all that, same situation, you'd have to say that the guy on top, Andy Reid, had to be the one to say something to them. And whatever he said to them was the right words. It was the right code.
I've been saying this for a while. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are a match made in heaven. That's an insane duo. They're
almost like the second coming of Brady and Belichick.
Yeah, and it's almost like a new version of that, because like Belichick
or the second coming of Andy Reid and Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, but Belichick was that asshole that was
he always liked that type of quarterback.
Where Andy Reid's he's not I wouldn't say he's a nice guy to the players, but he has closer to that new style than Belichick.
Well, what I meant by that, Crypto, was that even though they couldn't complete the job, him and McNabb, their chemistry and what they were doing, they were of the same mind. Like they were operating as one unit, like him and Mahomes. You know what I mean? They had that connection. You know what I mean? You didn't have McNabb without Reid. There's just no, I doubt McNabb would have been anything of what he was in Philly anywhere else, bro, without Andy Reid, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have shown his abilities. He would have shown the flash, but he wouldn't have had the career he did.
All right. Yeah.
He probably would have had a similar career to like Michael Vick or without the dog events, maybe. But you know what I mean? Like he would have had a similar career to like them guys,
Right.
Hey, by the way, I got a picture of the 2 most famous shoe salesmen in right here. Who do you think is more famous?
Al Jordan and Michael Bundy?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, Shake. Well, considering Jordan sold as many shoes as there are miles on Al's station wagon, you know. It'd probably be Jordan.
So yeah, so here we go real quick. The top list, the top 100 was finished. I'm gonna go over the top 10 list of. Here's the top 10 list as follows, and trips me out. There's a lot of Kansas City Chiefs players on this fucking list.
Who list? What is this now?
The top 10 100 list.
Oh, from the NFL 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Max Crosby, defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders, came in at number 10. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift came in at number 9. T.J. Watt came in at number 8. Trent Williams came in at number 7. Chris Jones came in at number 6. Myles Garrett came in at number 5. Patrick Mahomes came in at number 4. Christian McCaffrey came in at number 3. Lamar Jackson came in at number 2. You guys will never guess who came in at number 1.
Jalen Waddle.
Yes, that's who came in.
Devontae Parker.
Yes. For the 5th year in a row.
For the 5th year in a row.
Voted by
Are you talking about Pee Wee League?
No, but I mean, Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he came in at number 5.
Did I miss something?
Well, let me read what the appreciation and acclaim of Garrett continues as the top 100's highest ranking defenders. Cleveland daunting edge rusher was invincible through his first 11 games, securing 13 of his 14 sacks during a span that included a memorable showcase of dominance. So
none of which he got against Liam Eichenberg.
Yep, he got. I don't think he played. Did he play Liam Eichenberg?
Well, we played them. No, we didn't play
them. He got 30 QB hits. He got 30 QB pressures, 37 tackles for loss, 17 forced fumbles.
Yeah, he's a dog. Myles Garrett's
I guess so. Maybe, yeah. You just don't hear much of him, you know. Guess that could be the reason that it was easy on Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, whatever.
Mean, if you look at his stats, last year at 14, and then 2 years before, 16, 16. I mean, he's.
Yeah, I mean, again, you've made the case. How
yeah, he's crazy.
You just don't hear a lot of people talking him up and what he's done. Like
he's also a freak of nature too. Just like his body is a freak. He's just 6-something. What is he? 6'5", 6'6", but just 270 ripped. Like you don't see that many people that are his size ripped. You know what I'm saying? That big.
Right.
How big is he actually? I'm curious.
And he's still got the graveyard and all that. So, I guess.
6'4".
Yeah.
He's the token brown. He's the token brown on the list. Let's be real. Nobody wants to put a Cleveland Brown on the list.
He was the number 1 overall pick too, right? I believe at 1 year.
Yeah, he was.
They had to find some Cleveland Brown to put on the list. Yeah.
What was T.J. Watt on the list? Does anyone know?
You just said number 7 or something, or 6.
Oh, okay.
What was it, Shake?
Yeah, number 9.
Number 9.
T.J. Watt had 19 sacks last year.
Jeez,
that dude's insane.
I remember when that was the record.
19. He tied the record.
That's Derek. Was that Derek Brooks?
I'm not sure. He tied the record and only played 15 games with 22.5 sacks.
Well, I think Derek's was I think it was Derek Brooks.
No, it was the guy who does with Kathy Lee Gifford.
Oh, Kelly, Strahan, yeah, Strahan. I think Strahan broke that record.
Yeah. And that was controversial because they were saying that apparently they were trying to say that Brett Favre gave him that.
Yeah, which we all know he did, bro. I mean, it was like, come on. When do you ever know Brett Favre just abandoning a play?
I really think, man, this might be like now that Aaron Donald
he was number 8.
Retired,
he was number 8, by the way. T.J. Watt was number 8.
Now that Aaron Donald retired, T.J. Watt's the best defender in the NFL. Second to none. I mean, he's the most slept on player. He gets hurt a lot, which sucks. But even when he gets hurt, he's still producing.
Aaron Donald won it a couple of years in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 19 sacks. He had 19 sacks, 50 QB pressures, 36 QB hits.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Garrett is pretty good.
And Watt is on the pace to hit 100 career sack record, 100 career sacks in his 108th game.
Man, soccer game.
Which would make him the second fastest player in history to do it behind Reggie White.
That's crazy.
Right. Reggie White, that's another one.
And he got a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers too. Against the Patriots.
It was Derek. I'm sorry, it was Derek Thomas I was thinking of with the Chiefs. He held the record at 20 sacks in one season in 1990 with the Chiefs. I remember that year. And
I will say that's the season he had 7 sacks in one game.
It could be. And then he had, after that, his highest was 14.5. He had a bunch of 12s and 13s. But Derek Thomas also, the late Derek Thomas, rest in peace, died February 8th, 2000 in Miami, Florida. Went to college in Alabama. His high school was South Miami. So he's a Florida boy. Inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2009. 4th overall pick of the Kansas City Chiefs in 1989. Derek Thomas. Freaking dude was awesome, man.
Yeah, he was. He was unstoppable.
He was your first, like, pure edge rusher, man. It just, like, Jason Taylor type that just took over a freaking edge, man.
Yeah.
He was a nemesis. He was the reason Kansas City was competitive in them couple years, man.
You still at work, Crypto?
No, I checked out. I'm driving back home now.
Okay.
Yep. Had a nice little Pentagon detour.
What's up, Sheba Army Brett? What's going on, man?
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor. You could, that's a good one. You know, Derek Thomas also in the Tecmo Bowl. He was the guy on defense that you could joystick with, man. Like you could just get in the backfield and get a sack anytime you wanted.
Listen, there's only one thing I hate about TJ Watt. That we could have had. We drafted Charles Harris instead of him.
Right. Yep. Yep. He could have been him. Yep. T.J. Watt. Was the 22nd pick?
I mean, or at least one of the Bosa brothers. I mean,
well, the Bosa brothers was all they were both top 5 picks.
Yeah, they were
So,
probably out of reach for us, but it's like,
Yeah.
damn, man, that's like family, bro. Come on.
well, so are the Edmonds.
Yeah.
I thought one of them went to Ohio State.
No, both of them did.
Yeah, they both did.
Oh,
They're
okay.
both Buckeyes.
But their daddy was our tight end for a long time.
Yeah, and they both went to Thomas Aquinas, whatever, St. Thomas. Yeah, they both went to St. Thomas.
Right. Oh, okay. They father played.
Yeah, Raphael, Steve DeBerg, speaking of, we were just backstage before the show. We were watching the Leon Lett game, the last drive of the Dallas Leon Lett debacle in the snow. And Steve DeBerg was the quarterback for us.
Yeah, for that game, he drove us down on the last drive.
Yep.
Sirianni Big had the field goal blocked, and the field goal was blocked, and Leon Lett tried to touch it and scoop it up, and we fell on it at the 1-yard line.
Yep, that was his third start for us after Marino tore his Achilles.
That was a crazy game, man. That was, wow, what a memory. Had we broke through and won that divisional, we would have been in there. Marino would have broke his streak of droughts, of Super Bowl drought.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you had some crucial catch and runs by Keith Byers on that drive. OJ had a spectacular catch for about 10 or 15 yards, but like really tough catch to make.
I wonder
Irving Fryer had a nice sideline catch deep. Yeah, it was all over the place.
I wonder how much that Tyreek restructure contract is going to affect the Cowboys with CD Lamb, because he's the next receiver to get paid.
He'll get 32.5. That's what
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the Cowboys are in a tough situation because they got Dak Prescott, they got CD Lamb, and Micah Parsons to pay. Those are 3 of the top highest paid positions in the league.
I'm thinking they're going to shorten
quarterback
Dak's
first,
deal.
then wide receiver, then edge,
I think they'll make him the highest paid on per average basis, but they'll shorten the deal to like 3 years. Do something like a Geno Smith type deal, but in a 3-year structure.
I don't know their cap situation, but can they pay all 3?
Well, Bryson, I mean, if they're going to go by, if they're going to go by numbers being the clout for the receivers, then for the past 2 seasons, Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson have traded back and forth 1 and 2 in production. And CD Lamb hasn't cracked number 4. I mean, I haven't finished the numbers from last year on my metrics, but CD Lamb should not really be in the same price level as Tyreek and Justin Jefferson, to be honest with you.
See, I kind of disagree there. CD
I mean, maybe subjectively, I could see why you saying add some for various different other things that are your eye test. I don't disagree with you there.
No, I mean, he put up numbers last year. He had 1,700 yards last year. That's
right, but I mean, if they're going based on what Tyreek and Justin Jefferson have done the past couple seasons, CD Lamb hasn't quite got there. Is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, 1,700 yards. That's kind of what CD.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what.
I think he had double-digit touchdowns this year too.
That's just one category, though, Bryce. I mean, Tyreek and Justin Jefferson are like 1, 2, and 3 in just about every category.
No, I mean, if you're gonna number them 100%, Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson are definitely better than CD. But when you're talking about a top 5, he's got to be in that top 5, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, top 5 numbers.
He also doesn't have the age advantage. He has the age advantage on Tyreek, but not on Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean?
Sure, but also the market.
I
think
he's only 1 year separation.
The market doesn't necessarily say, "Well, you're the best, so you're going to break the market."
Right.
It just says, "Are you a top 5, top 8 kind of guy?"
Did you notice something though? I don't know if everybody else noticed it, and it could be complete coincidence. I'm not saying there's any any real correlation here.
Uh-huh.
But do you think that the fact that they overturned that court decision and now the NFL is not on the hook for that $4 billion anymore, so it's like business as usual as far as their projections of the salary cap now, and they're more willing to do different, like, in other words, what you're saying, like the market being the market and all that. CD Lamb might command a couple mil more just because now all those projections are back on the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Color, to be honest, you just hit the nail on the head.
Well, think about
Jerry
it. The
Jones,
dominoes started falling right after it became clear that they were going to overturn that decision. Got paid, Jordan Love got paid, Tyreek got paid. You know what I mean?
Sure, but Jerry Jones just a few weeks ago in an interview, like at a press conference, talked about that and said he's nervous about the cap in the future because of that court case.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They were on the hook for $4 billion.
Now that that's gone, and listen, Jerry Jones is the head of the, like, he's not the head of the NFL, but he is one of the biggest owners in the NFL, and he's one of the biggest leaders when it comes to the owners. So, I mean, you could see, like...
Well, I mean, think about it. When they got on the hook for it at first, that's when you started hearing this campaign about, don't trust the cap, and let's separate the quarterback salary cap and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
answer
now,
Stevens,
it will be...
Now the decision gets overturned, and you have 3 big contracts fall. You know what I mean?
No, to answer, I think Stevens a little behind here. It's over. It's been resolved. They threw the case out.
Right. They overturned it. I don't know if that means that it's permanently out, but it's not going to affect things now going forward. You know what I mean?
That federal judge overturned the jury ruling.
Right, but did he send it back down, or is it overturned outright and overruled?
That's a great question, but I mean,
what are you talking about? What case are you talking about?
The one about the DirecTV case that the NFL got found liable for $4 billion.
The Sunday ticket.
The Sunday ticket case, yeah.
Sunday ticket. Oh.
So the NFL was on the hook for $4.6 billion they had to pay back to the fans.
And a judge overthrew it.
Right, and each franchise was going to be responsible for a portion of that, which was likely to affect the salary cap increases that we've been experiencing.
For whatever reason, the Titans were not involved, which was kind of funny.
Right, and it was right after that, Crypto, that they started let's pump the brakes on paying everybody big money all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And now, recently, within the past 2 or 3 days, a report has come out that the federal judge has overturned that ruling, and they're no longer on the hook for the $4.6 billion.
Well, I'd say he's going to spread it amongst the 30 teams. Right?
Well, now they don't have to pay it. The decision's been thrown out.
$10 million a team or something. Okay.
Yeah, it's been overthrown, Crypto. So they're not gonna see it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes though. I just think it's gonna be interesting with CD Lamb.
I mean, 100
huge part of that.
It's not so much that it was a lot of money. It's just throwing a wrench in everybody's gear. You know what I mean?
I don't know, $4 billion. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is, but that's like 150 million each team.
Oh yeah,
basically 120 million, basically. Yeah.
And that would have had to been cut in a check, not parted out over however many years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they got the cash.
So who's doing it now? Yeah, not Yahoo. It's
YouTube.
Who's YouTube's got it?
So yeah, I'm a YouTube.
Is that a la carte where you can purchase your own team like the NBA do?
No, sadly no.
It's overall. They don't do a la carte yet.
I'm in a.
Okay, the NBA. Well, I love the way they do it.
Baseball's like that too. Oh, and by the way,
your personal team.
And by the way, since baseball is, maybe I shouldn't say this publicly, but since baseball is like so behind the times in everything, and they're so slow moving when it comes to anything, they're still using technology that, remember when Sirius or XM first came out and like their subscription technology was still like new, like the whole world, like subscription technology was still kind of new, like the autonomic functions and all that. And I still know people to this day that have had XM radio for 20 years and never had to pay for it because some trial they were on never got canceled. You know what I mean? Because the system had a bug or whatever. And likewise, I got a MLB TV subscription for the Cardinals, like probably not like 8 years ago now. Oh, longer. And it has not come out of my debit in a very long time, and like I still can log in and watch Cardinals games, being in Florida.
Right. And it has
So they're like
the debit card.
Yeah, so their stuff is like
hopefully
their
it's on.
subscription technology must be from like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Where it like I fell through the loop or something. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah, Color. Hopefully it's not on some credit card you forgot about that just been
No,
gaining interest. You know?
No, it's not. It's not. It's certainly not.
No, I was making a joke.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm to answer the question. You know, there's a finite number of sources it could have been, and those sources don't exist anymore.
That would be funny if somebody from the MLB is listening. Oh, okay, we gotta.
Again, they go push some button. Yeah, I probably just screwed myself.
Right, they go push the button. Okay, you're done. Your service is disconnected.
Or somehow that AI knows, the algorithm knows, and it's going to filter down to the right. Like, you know, the guy the guy in the train station in the Matrix, the Indian guy, you know, and his wife, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to go tell another program, and the program's going to tell the other program, and it's going to like finally cut me off.
Did you know how those rocket things where you can cancel subscriptions automatically? It's probably got listening devices where like, okay, we're going to go and cancel this out. He said, oh man. That's how my old Sirius satellite radio subscription was.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. I know a dude that still has a subscription, never paid for it for like 20 years, man. And
my Sirius satellite radio, yeah.
And it even survived the merger, Crypto. Like, he got the new stations for Sirius and everything, man.
And XM, oh man.
And he hasn't paid for it in like 20 years.
Right. Yep. Once you can get those mergers, you can just fall through the cracks. Yeah. XM Sirius. My father still had the old actual satellite antenna that you put in the car and plug it in and put it on your roof and stuff. Yeah. And then you could just use the online subscription to listen to it online with the same account.
Yeah, the add-on. It's like an extra $10 a month for the internet version where you can use the app on your phone. That was nice. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he still had that. It was he used to call me and say, hey, you know, how do I get disconnected?
Nowadays it's like pick your genre, go to YouTube Music, you know what I mean? Pick your genre, and you don't even need all that anymore. It's so crazy.
Right. Exactly. YouTube can kind of
the only thing you're missing on Sirius XM now is like the talk radio people that only broadcast on that note on
that. Yeah, right. Sam Madison used to be.
I mean, music wise, I can just tell YouTube Music, hey, I mean, all I got to do is play a song. I don't even have to tell it a genre. I could just play a song from like Black Uhuru or somebody like that, and I've got a whole playlist full of
similar songs. Right.
Right.
It'll create your own radio station based on the song you listen to. Yep. I love that. I love that capability. How they did that, where you could just play one song and all of a sudden,
and your YouTube Premium subscription covers the music app too. So you got unlimited music, you know, for your YouTube.
Oh
Premium.
Yeah, when you do Premium, YouTube Premium also gives you YouTube Music.
Yeah, it comes with it. So you're like, you know, Same with Amazon. I mean, if you're an Amazon Prime customer, you got all the music you want too.
Yeah, you got Amazon Music Unlimited. Yeah, I got Audible with them.
Yeah, that's what I got Audible with them too. Is I love listening to books, man. It's the easiest way for me to consume books.
You can finish. Yeah, exactly. You can finish.
I got to read. I got to read some of the classics and everything that I catch. That I needed to catch up on because I slept in that class. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 10. You can do a whole book in 10 hours.
Bro, I hated literature in high school. I freaking hated literature, man. It was so boring. But now later in life, it's like I got a liking for it, and it's like, but
yeah, especially now the Audible, it's got good narrators that can do that.
I'm an excellent reader. Like I'm elite reader. You know what I mean? Reading skills, but I fall asleep doing it when I'm reading a book. So Audible is really freaking cool.
Yeah, it gets you through a lot quicker. You can just blow through a whole book in like 3 days, and you've done this.
And when you do a lot of driving like you do, and like I was doing at one time, if you're on the road for like 4 hours at a time, it's like I always search for books that are like 12, 15 hours long, 20 hours long, multiple volume sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and finish in that way. Yep.
And there were times when there were times when I'd be on like a 4-hour drive to a client, and I'd get to the client and I'd be like, I'd sit out in the parking lot a minute because I'm not done listening to this section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. It's like, the people can stand in line a little longer for their credit and debit, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's I think I've been a subscriber since 2001 when they first launched it.
Yeah.
Before Amazon bought them out.
It was natural for Amazon to buy them. I mean, why not?
Right. Yep.
What did Amazon buy out?
Audible.
Which one?
They've had them for a while now.
Who?
Audible.
Oh.
The book, the ebook provider.
Yeah, they bought them out. Like the rest was history. So they kind of folded me into the tent. I had all these books on my Amazon account. I'm like, wait a minute, outside of Amazon, and I'm seeing my Audible stuff.
Yep. And now that it's all linked, since it's all linked, you can get like really good deals on the paper versions of them and all that.
Paper version, yeah, because I got a Kindle Scribe now, so all my books that I load into the Kindle, and then I can listen to the Audible on that same Kindle Scribe. Just plug in my headsets and listen to them. Yeah.
Right, because your Kindle can actually read it to you. Exactly.
Yeah, or you just get the paper version, electronic paper version, and do it old-fashioned way. But yeah, we got the Audible library that I could just download, and it's a notebook too, so you can annotate stuff on it.
Right.
So it's pretty cool.
I love Audible, man. I read the Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire by Edward Gibbon. And you know what's funny about that book? I came across that book because I like Roman history, so I was like, in the mood for this one's a really long one. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a 13-volume book or something, right?
Right.
And I listened to the whole thing. And well, not quite. I mean, I listened to it all, but about 3/4 of the way through, the author, obviously it was somebody else reading the words, and it wasn't the author himself, but the author was using some really, really like language that's not quite acceptable today. You know what I mean? And some ideas that are like, I
like Frank Muller. He's the best narrator of all those. Dramatized audio.
Well, real quick, short of using the N-word, okay, the guy was saying some really stuff that's just not acceptable anymore, right? Just here and there. And I'm like, damn. And then it wasn't until I was like after I read the book, I found out that book was written in the 1700s, dude. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
But real quick, man, we got a legend in the building. My man from Texas. What's up, EM?
Oh man.
Gentlemen, what's good, fellas?
What's going
up,
on,
Ian?
brother?
What's up?
Hey, man.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Yeah, that's real cute, Crypto. That's real cute. Hey, man. Hey, what y'all got going on tonight, man? What's going on?
Insomnia. How about you?
Yeah, I just finished watching that Bud Crawford fight. So,
yeah, man. Hey, check this out. There's
The
a
Olympic
dude
fight
on,
or no? Wait a minute.
no, professional fight.
Oh,
There's
okay.
this dude on Twitter, posted on Twitter. Even Tyreek retweeted it. This guy said Tyreek is #1 at getting someone pregnant. Maybe.
Oh God.
Is that what it? Oh, they trolling. They trolling. Well,
Tyreek Hill retweeted it.
I would say though, in light of recent events, though, he might have a case, a legitimate case. He might. So,
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. As long as you take care of them.
Did you catch Nick Cannon yet, though? I know they're up in double digits now. I think Nick Cannon and him and Fitzpatrick is up there now. I heard
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you know, Philip Rivers has a lot of children too. Holy shit.
Hey, man. Long as you take care of them.
So I know a topic tonight that we touched on that EM might have about that I'm kind of interested in EM's opinion on. What do you think about Nick Wright?
Well, what about Nick Wright?
Well, give overall your opinion first, and then give your opinion on what you think about them making him the face of FS1 going forward.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Nick Wright, bro. I think he's vastly overrated, and I think that's a big mistake that FS1 is attempting to make.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, bro. Like, not at all. Never been.
You don't think he's in the tank?
Well, feel free to take license to elaborate.
I'm shocked that I'm shocked that show is still on. Is still on the air. First things first, I think that show went in the toilet when Chris Carter was fired. I haven't watched. I've seen a few. I hadn't sat and actually since Chris Carter has gotten fired. Since he got fired, I hadn't actually sat down and watched the show from start to finish. I can't. It's terrible. It's terrible.
You talking about dude? That dude literally grabs LeBron's James glizzy and shoves it down his throat.
Pat Mahomes too.
Oh yeah, that's what I say. He's the home shield. He's a Mahomes there. Yeah,
he rotates. He hops on. He goes from one, hops on the other, bro. Yeah, not a fan, bro. Never been. So, but hey, man, salute to that man for the opportunity. You know what I mean? There's an opportunity for him to take care of his family, man. Salute. I won't be tuning in.
That's gonna come with a lot of commas and zeros behind that contract.
Hey, by the way, we have right now we have 92 people with insomnia. Appreciate y'all for joining us.
Shit!
Oh shit!
How many on Twitter? I'm just curious because I got my Twitter thing.
We got 68 on Twitter, 23 on YouTube.
Oh shit!
And 1 on Twitch.
On Twitch, man, they tuning in. What about Discord?
Man, YouTube's down. Y'all need to put down the politics for 2 seconds and come watch the tailgate, man. Jesus, God, man. Ain't nothing gonna change in the next hour. You know what I mean?
The politics.
The polls ain't gonna change in the next hour. Just put it down for a second. Come watch the tailgate.
Yeah, man. So how's everybody feeling about Tyreek and his reworked contract?
Sacrifices, I think. Maybe they trying to make the window line up. That's what it seemed to me.
Well, what do you
$400 million between 2-3 players, man. That tells you who they prioritizing as far as being responsible for our growth.
Well, I mean, that's what all teams do. You identify who your foundation is, and you compensate them, and you continue to build around them. The Lions did the same thing. The 49ers they're about to do the same thing. They you know
they haven't gotten to Purdy yet, so they got some time.
So
yeah.
EM, what do you think about my narrative that I started tonight, right here on Insomnia on Crypto and Shake Show?
What's that?
That Tua did us a solid to make sure Reek was happy.
Oh, he took a little less.
I think Tua did the right thing, bro. Tua should be recognized
by not,
for his ability to Brady up and take one for the team, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, if that is the case, absolutely, he should be. I mean, because Tua, he understands. We all understand as fans of this game. You're not winning this league without talent around you, and
they was trying to push him out the door.
What's that?
I said, why were they trying to push him out the door and soften the fan base up to say, hey, we might be losing them after this year?
Who was trying to push him out the door?
Well, that was led by none other than the Big O, and a lot of fans was following.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about Tyreek.
Yeah, Big O. He walked it. Oh, he was. He had egg all over his face. Earlier, I caught a little bit of the show because I purposely tuned in to see what his reaction was when the news broke about Tyreek. Oh, he had egg all over his face, man. Like,
right. He was all in it when it came to him being out.
He gonna be frying scrambled eggs for the next 5 days, bro.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be hard.
I found it interesting that since Tyreek got money, that nobody has actually made that insinuation and giving Tua that credit. So I want to be the first one to do it tonight and give Tua the credit for Brady.
Yeah, if that is the case, I mean, bro, like you can't win without. And Tua knows, like, and one thing I noticed too, like you see all of them. Not just the three of those guys, but the team in general. Like you see, it seems to be a real, sense of camaraderie amongst, in that locker room. Like players are really rooting for one another, especially when it comes to contracts and all of that. Obviously, they want to do well as a team, but it seems genuine, bro. Like, you hear Tua hype, when the news broke about Tyreek, about being the number one guy in the league, being voted as the number one player in the league, which I definitely 100% approve that message. And, his contract situation, Jalen Waddle was no different. Man, there seems to be a legitimate, genuine, players seem to be pulling for each other, bro. And again, that's all championship teams have that, bro. So
as my first act,
to see.
EM, as my first act as the newly appointed emissary to Tuanon, okay, I say Tuanon, mount up, get this Bills fan, get him, stick him.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, Amicus is just mad because Josh Allen is overpaid.
Nah, I can't co-sign that. No, I'm not gonna sit here and Josh Allen is not over. Josh Allen is legit, bro.
Listen, EM, we just owning each other. Relax, bro. He's overpaid, massively overpaid.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you trolling? Okay, well, yeah, but
it's been a while since he signed a contract. He's probably up in the next couple of years too. Think about it.
Yeah. But
since he signed it.
But yeah, it was good to see, man. I'm glad they got Tyreek taken care of, and man, we can just there shouldn't be any off the field distractions, outside of the norm. You know what I mean? But they got all three of the guys taken care of. Now they can move forward, bro. It's fast. It's full speed ahead right now.
Outside of the norm is Tyreek's going around slapping people in the face at marinas, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah. Tyreek, he definitely gonna have to calm down. I don't give a fuck about him, getting this one pregnant out. Hey, that's between him and his wife. I don't have nothing to do with that. But
he's gonna have a couple more baby mamas.
Hey, man, I don't have nothing to do with that.
One thing I can say about Josh Allen, he's the reason why Buffalo has something in the trophy case.
Oh yeah.
So,
we got another Madden cover.
So EM, I was doing the math. If Tyreek's 12 children all had 12 children, that would be 144 little Tyreeks running around Miami, bro.
Hey, man, as long as you take care of them, bro. As long as you take care, you can have 50 kids.
Well, I'm just thinking, how.
As long as you take care of them.
A lot of grandkids. That's a lot of grandkids.
Well, I'm just thinking there's somebody out there, there's some fan out there that when they play Madden, they probably put Hill jerseys on like every single player. There's some people that do that, And I'm just thinking 20 years from now, there might actually be a 53-man roster with 53 Hills on the back of their jersey.
Man.
Yeah, if each one of them was to have 12.
Because think about it. At 144 potential grandchildren, a conservative number would put it at like 60.
Yeah, as far as actual, boys.
If you're talking about actual numbers, you know what I mean? Because not all of them are going to have kids. Not all of them are going to have, 12 kids. You know what I mean? Like, but a conservative number would put it at like 60, bro. That could field an entire football team.
He's definitely, I would say, given his DNA, he's probably going to have a junior that's playing 20 years from now. 2044 is definitely going to have another Hill playing. I'm almost definitely certain of that. At least one. That would be
so
one.
We could call him the Genghis Khan of Miami.
Yeah. I would say 2044, yeah. Tyreek Jr. is going to be playing football for somebody. Yeah. That's crazy because we're looking at freaking Mark Rippon got a damn his son is playing quarterback for the Bears. My God. Right. That's crazy.
Right. Farrell Edmonds got 2 kids in the league.
Yep. Farrell's got 2 of them. One of them played for our rival. Damn. It's crazy. And don't Brian Cox now got a son now in the league that just got drafted this past draft? Yeah, I think Brian Cox got a kid that got drafted this year. I want to say, I think he not with the Steelers. I want to say the Seahawks. Hey, Shake, can you check?
What's that?
Hey, can you check and see who
Shake them fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
Yeah, he was not. He was dozing off.
Yeah, he was in the cabinet. But they,
hey man, we have we got another hold on, we got another big hitter in the building, man.
Oh God.
We got another mi hermano.
The show is going down the tube now.
Who dodged the storm? My man Lewis. What's going on?
Big time heavy hitter.
Nice, heavy
hitter.
Down the tubes now.
What are we talking?
Who told that goddamn lie? I don't know who told that guy. What is he hitting? What does he ever hit?
Crickets.
I don't know who told that goddamn lie. But welcome anyway. It's nice to meet you, my friend. Salute.
Well, I just want to know whenever you and Crypto are done, Shake, just next time when you introduce me, say Boogeyman. That they'll respond to that. They'll know who the hell you're talking about, Shake, if you say Boogeyman. God damn it.
Say man, hey, Lou, man. I think I don't agree with that unanimous decision, bro.
Hey man, that's why that's why I got here a little late. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about that win for Crawford.
Bro. That's the most disappointed.
Was it rigged?
I've been in a long time, man. I mean, Bud was struggling with bro. Like, I don't know if he underestimated him or what, but dude clearly came to fight, and it was like but it was like, man, Bud was just real reluctant to engage with him. Like he kind of turned it on in the last 2 rounds. Well, he attempted to, but I don't know, Lou, man. His age catching up with him, or it was just a bad night for him. Not really a bad night because he didn't lose the fight, but he just did not look nowhere near. That's not the fighter I saw in a ring against Earl Spence.
No,
right.
it wasn't definitely the fight. I think the movement. You heard the announce team. I think they were spot on. Kind of Sean Porter. I forgot the other guy. I just think the upper body movement. It never seemed like Crawford could gather himself to like time him right. Like that movement, I think frustrated Crawford in a sense. He could never. He just never got comfortable. Couldn't find the range really. It just it was awkward, man, to say the least. I definitely not a unanimous decision. I agree.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, man, I was disappointed to see that. I was like, man, I paid all this goddamn money for this bullshit. I mean, bro, like, yeah, he again. I'm not willing to say age is cat because Crawford is what 37 now, 38. Something like that. I know he definitely. I mean, he's older than 35.
Well, hey, man, hold on, man. Shut the hell up, real quick. Let me say hi to my fans out here, man. Hi, Jess. How are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real cute.
Yeah. They
right
man, get the fuck out of here.
Right
there, hey. You know what happens when this name hits that goddamn panel? Numbers start going up. Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah. This ain't Twitter, bro. And I don't even think that happens on Twitter.
In the toilet.
I don't even think that happens on Twitter.
Yeah, what the hell you talking about? Yeah, man, they don't have it on Twitter, goddamn.
It's too goddamn late, man, to start throwing jabs out here, man. It's too goddamn late, man.
Hey, but you know what? All I know is I'm glad to have Crypto because Crypto, he don't be on internet that much, right?
Hey,
that's right.
Yeah. Well,
that's right. I'm not on internet like that, Shake. You're right.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though, for sure, right? There was one good thing about that fight, EM, tonight, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. The one good thing, right? At least for me, was that I missed Crypto's top 10 quarterback list because I'm sure that shit was trash. I'm sure that shit was trash.
Bro, like.
That shit was
Shake had dozed off listening to this nigga. Shake had literally dozed off listening to this nigga tonight, Lou. I was like, I had to pull it. I was like, damn, let me go on up here real quick and try to, shake things up a bit. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Oh, I
the best listen ever in that fight, man. You ever find.
I mean, Lou, the guy started number 1 and counted up to 10. Who does that?
Well, Crypto. Crypto's the only one.
That's how you count. Know the number start at 1.
He just comes out and blurts out number 1, man. Like, you know what I
mean?
Wait.
Well, everybody know Patrick Mahomes is gonna be number 1, so I don't think that was too much of a.
Wait. So wait a minute. I'm starting to see people in the chat. You got C.J. Stroud over Tua? After 1 year, Crypto?
Yep. It's based on 1 year. Yes, absolutely.
I'll say this: C.J. Stroud is impressive, but I can't put him over Tua after 1 year, bro. Like,
well, no, this was based off of just last year alone. That's why.
Off 1 year.
What you call it?
No, this was.
No, I can't do that.
Snapshot. Tua played 1 year and C.J. Stroud played 1 year. You know, look at the rules that I was following when it came to J Miami.
God damn, one at a time. God damn it.
Wait a minute. It's not like you can't. He's not adding up everybody's. It's based off what they did off the 2023 season, not anything prior to the 2023 season.
Oh, okay, and that's fine. Let me just ask a question then, right? Because again, there's a lot of respectable people I see up here on this panel, right? What's the most important things in the NFL? What's the most important thing?
Wins.
I'm glad you said that, Shake. Even with that playoff
and quality wins.
Again, Crypto, I don't need you scream.
A win is a win, goddammit.
One at a time.
Yeah, in your definition, but it's my list.
Okay,
That's
and
what
that's
you're losing
fine.
sight of. I set the
And that
criteria
list
on
is
what kind
garbage.
of win you need. Just because you're biased.
Can I just ask you a question, Crypto, without you jumping over me? Can I just ask you the question first?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's impossible, but you can attempt to. But go ahead.
Even with the playoff win, right? And again, I know what you're saying. Quality. I'm not trying to change your mind. That's your list. I'm just telling you for me. That's why I asked the Shake the question. Shake said wins. So even with that, in my mind, 11 wins is greater than 10, and that's what J. Stroud's team
And it's
ended
not
up
that
with.
simple.
Well, again, I'm just saying that's off mine, Crypto. Just like you, that's your list. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just telling you, after one season, right? We're going. The list was based on what they did last season. Tua's team still won at the end of the day more games than C.J. Stroud's team.
Yeah, one more.
Well,
one more.
One more.
But he
And
still
he made up for it in the playoffs.
One more.
So they basically won a total of 11 games.
Was
If you want
Tua
to
on
add
your
the total
list?
games.
Was Tua on your list, Crypto?
He was number 9.
Oh, okay.
No, well, I mean that's fine. That's
The
Crypto's
total
list
games
again.
played. Yeah, you're right. If you just want to isolate the regular season, it wasn't based on regular season, it's based on the entire season.
Right, and even with the entire season, Tua ended up with more wins than C.J. Stroud.
No, he didn't.
The Dolphins were 11-6. The Houston
And
Texans
the Houston Texans was 11-8.
No, they weren't. They were 9-8.
Yes, they was. If you add the total games, yes.
Crypto, can I just finish?
I told you that was going to be impossible to do, but go ahead.
You're using misdirection, and I'm not letting you get away with it.
Crypto, can I just finish? That's all I'm at. I'm not asking you to let me get away with shit. I'm just asking you to let me finish. They finished 9-8. They had a playoff win.
No, they didn't finish 9-8. They finished 10-7.
Okay.
And it was the division title with a team division that won more total division games than our division.
Crypto, in the regular season, they finished 9-8.
No, they didn't.
Okay, Crypto.
The Texans was 10-7.
Shay, listen, man. You got to drop. You got to drop. You got to drop
objective info. I can look up.
You got to drop stats on these niggas, Crypto. You know how we do it.
I guess
go on and pull that up.
You go so hard in the paint,
and that'll settle this argument right now. God damn it. Go on and pull that up.
I'm looking it up.
We're talking about C.J. Stroud here.
Put these stats on these niggas. That's what you need to do.
2023 regular season.
You go so hard in the paint, you end up with egg on your face.
Oh shit! My bad. Did I say the N word? God damn it! My bad, fellas.
Put
them stats on their ass. God damn it!
That's what happened when you go so hard in the paint on the narrative, and you're not.
Put them stats on their ass.
I was wrong. They were 10-7. Y'all stand corrected, Crypto. You were right. They were 10-7 in the regular season.
Oh shit!
Well, wins and losses wasn't my only criteria, though. I use other stuff to rank them.
Like ketchup?
Hell, what's his name? Won more games than Patrick Mahomes, and he was lower ranking.
Lou, I can't let you. I can't believe you let this fool put you to sleep.
No,
you better. Hey, you got to get your lick back.
Well, I was thinking about Jordan Love. The Green Bay Packers ended up 9-8.
Get your lick back.
In the
he getting cooked. That's what he doing right now. He getting cooked. Get your lick back.
Again, I had Green Bay. I was thinking of Jordan Love in Green Bay. They were 9-8. At the end of the day, I will ask Crypto. I didn't hear the list. Is Jordan Love over Tua then? Off last season?
Yes.
Hell yeah, you know he got Jordan Love over Tua.
Okay.
You know that.
All right.
Wasn't based on his wins.
One half a season. But it's
based
cool.
on 13 games.
But it's cool though. It's cool.
So Tua was 9 on that list. Who was the 8 in front of him?
I'll tell you. It was Dak Prescott.
Okay. No, I'm saying the 8 in total. So obviously Patrick Mahomes, CJ,
Dak Prescott was
Jordan
number
Love.
8.
No, I'm saying the 8 before him, Crypto, from 1 to 8.
Oh.
Then, however you did it. I'm saying all of them. Who was the 8 quarterbacks you had ahead of him if he was not?
Oh, the 8 in front of him was Mahomes,
Right.
Lamar Jackson,
Right.
Josh Allen,
Right.
Jared Goff,
Lamar. Okay.
Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Those were the 5. And then the other 2 that I named was 6, 7,
Plus
and 8.
CJ. Okay. All right. And then who was 10? Who rounded out the top 10 for you?
Due to the lack of quarterbacks, Hurts made it into the top 10.
Okay.
Well, I mean, listen, Tua, I think a fair,
Listen,
a
because
fair.
Burrow and the whole other quarterbacks didn't play enough games for me to give them a consideration.
I think that's a fair. If you rank Tua in between 6 and 10, wherever you rank him, in that order, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair ranking for Tua. Because I clearly think, I think he clearly submitted himself as a top 10 guy. But where in that top 10, is, you different people have different opinions. But as long as you got him in the top 10, I think that's fair.
Hey, I see our good friend. I see our good
to that
friend.
point, EM is not stagnant. That list can move.
I
be
see our
dramatically different next year.
I see our good friend Amicus in the chat. He's deciding to troll. So let me troll back a little bit. How's your racist friend? How's
Amicus?
your racist friend? How's your racist friend CT
Oh,
doing?
Shit.
You still talking to that racist fuck?
Who, Lou?
CT.
Yeah.
CT.
Oh, CT, that's his boy.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Spaces together.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so, Amicus. Damn.
How's your
I don't
racist
know
friend
if
doing?
Amicus
I thought Amicus was I thought Amicus was a good Christian man, bro. He was a man of great faith. How you gonna be clicking up with a known racist like that? I think he might have some. I think he might have some explaining to do.
I think he's going to use this argument. That Jesus hung out with all the sinners. He's probably going to use that argument. The prostitutes, the freaking, the whoremongers and the thieves. He's probably going to use that as his excuse. But I don't know. Maybe Amicus has got another angle or grift.
Well, I don't know if he still talks to him, but I know he.
Well, I was gonna say, to be fair, I haven't seen him click up with him since it was exposed. I will say that, to be fair.
Well, that's a lie. We had exposed him the first time, and he was co-hosting up there when they were doing that show. Now, again,
Blizzy was there with him.
That I don't know about. That's out of my knowledge. I'm not staying correct.
I ain't know about that.
Now the second time.
Shit! Look at him in the chat. Oh, it looked like he's trying to turn up Lou in the chat. Drop that goddamn link. Tell him to pull up. Goddamn it.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, everybody,
So what's going on, Blizzy?
He's trying to turn up at 1:30 in the morning.
I thought Blizzy kicked him off the channel.
Yeah, that was after the.
He did.
Crypto. That was after the second time, and that's why Amicus don't talk to him no more, because again, when the man don't show up, how can you talk to him?
Right.
But after the first time he was exposed, they were all on that panel hanging out with that racist fuck. And again, since the lying motherfucker is up here, unless Bleezy has taken down them episodes, I can't believe I'm going to say a quote from another person I don't even know in the chat. I've heard it once or twice though, right? Is that the eye in the sky don't lie? The film is out there. So if I'm lying, go to Bleezy 38 channel, right? Go to Miami Dolphin content and see for yourself this guy hanging out with that racist fuck.
Oh shit. Man, I don't be on the internet like that, so I'll be missing everything, man. God damn. Shit. When did all this go down? I mean, damn. I've been out the way for a minute. I've been way out the way, man. Like, bro, y'all be all the good shit be happening.
Well, there you go. He just said he confronted him after the second time. Well, I'm proud of you. That's good. It didn't take me 2 times though. I confronted him the first time I heard it. So I mean, it's cool.
I don't know, Louis. It appears that it appears he's trying to turn up, bro.
Well, I mean, that's fine. Again, I'm not trying to turn up on
Oh
nothing. I'm out
shit.
here. I'm just out here telling the truth.
Oh, he said he
That's
wouldn't
all
do a
I'm
show
doing.
with him.
Yeah, well, again, that's fine to say now. After the second time, I would agree.
Get him in my stream.
I would agree. After this last time that he showed up and he said that racist shit again,
shit.
they don't do
The man said keep capping.
I mean, that's cool.
Oh, God damn, man, shit.
He can say,
bro.
well, I just want you to rephrase what you said. The man said, no, the man hasn't said shit. The man is typing whatever he's trying to say. The man ain't saying a motherfucking thing.
Oh, so what you saying? He's scared to pull. He's scared to hit that link. Is that what you saying?
I'm saying
he's scared to pull up.
What I'm saying is, if he keeps acting the way he's acting, I know he's gonna have early time arthritis because them fingers will start getting tired.
Oh shit, man, bro! Like, I'm missing all the good shit, bro. Because y'all know, damn, I've been out the way for too long. Shit.
Well, and hey, listen, there's a lot of nobodies that have been clicking that link on YouTube. Apparently, CT we've already got rid of. I thought we had got rid of fucking Ennis Campbell, but he made an appearance tonight.
Hey, say, I called you too early. I said,
by the way, Lou,
me and Cap, we was texting you talking about, hey, bro, look who poked his head out. And
Lou, I'm sorry, Lou. I heard you saying something about that earlier. I want to let you know that's the second time in as many days. I forget which day it was. It was probably Friday aroundish, and same channel. And I saw Ennis in there, and I actually threw him a like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know what I mean? And he ignored me, and I didn't hear nothing of him after that.
Well,
all I know is I dropped them goddamn eye emojis, and that link was dropped because they was like, "EM, pull up," and he goes quick. He got up out of there.
That's what I heard. I heard he got up out of there. By the time I even seen, the text message that he was making an appearance, by that time when I went over there, he was already up out of there. So, I did go back and I seen the clip a little bit. It's still crazy to me that man has the gall, right, to come up on a panel and the title under his name is OG. That's what he OG? Really? Wow. I mean, it's cute, man. That's a cute story.
He say, hey man, he say he the OG, bro. He's standing on that, Lou. He's standing on that. That's what he's saying. So yeah.
Well, when you hang out with dudes that are looking like they're in the middle of that transition, right? Yeah, I'm sure them people that are transitioning call you OG. I mean, that's cute, man.
Yeah. To them, to them people, to those people. Excuse me, Shake. To those people, yeah, he OG to them.
It's not even that. Well, there's two people I know still call him OG for real. The dude that's transitioning, and then the other dude that lives with his mama's basement that does shows in his tank top.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh shit! I seen him in there. Cap when Cap hit me. He dropped that group text to earlier. Luke, I said, I clicked that link, seen his ass up there. Oh shit! I mean, man, you like really? That's the only safe place for him. Where else is he gonna go? You know what I mean? I mean, he ain't coming up on like the more, the bigger platforms, right? The Gate, TD, Reason, Dudley, even that dude 41.5. What's the guy's name on crypto? I don't know him, but you mentioned his name a while back. What's his name?
Wait a minute, say that again.
41. I think it was 41.5 or
41.5. Yeah,
I never met the guy. You know what I'm talking about though. What was his name?
Yeah, TB 41.5.
Okay, yeah, that guy. I'm sure he's not coming up on his. So like, where else is he going? Y'all basically ran him off of Twitter. So where is he going? Where's I'm trying to find a safe place for him. Maybe Papa Paul's platform is a little safer for him.
A good spot for him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Shit.
So Yeah.
I'm just trying to. What got me baffled, right, gentlemen, is that how a guy that ran roughshod through the community, right, abusing man, woman, and child. All it took him to see in the chat with a set of eyeballs and that link to get dropped, and he got his happy ass up out of there. I thought the man was the hitter of the community. That's what I thought.
Nah. Well, again, they pick and choose who they try.
Who's that?
Who was that? I don't know. I don't know either one of them, to be honest with you.
I think this is the guy you're talking about.
But
check it out. Check it
what's
out.
His name? What's his name?
Well, check it out though. Look, so somebody, this gentleman, Ben Cameron says, "You're one of the most knowledgeable cats on here," and I replied right under him, "Yes, Miss Finns is."
Oh shit. Damn. That's Miss. That's Miss. Okay, I was thinking that was his wife or something real quick. I had to zoom in.
Damn.
I had to zoom in real quick. My bad. I'm tripping.
Damn.
All I know, it's about the right goddamn time. 2:30. Yeah, it sounds about right. Around 2 a.m. It's around 2 a.m. Yeah, I like it. I get it. I get what it's about 2 a.m.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's 1:30 in half hour. You're gonna make that phone call.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Right. Hey, Shake,
Yeah. You right though. I'm gonna be. Hey. I'm gonna be tapping on somebody's shoulder, but it won't be that one. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. But go.
Hey, Shake, you goddamn right. Because in Texas, it's about 1:30 now. You're putting your phone on the charger right now. You're gonna have to...
Well, no. What I'm about to do, it ain't gonna require a phone call. I can promise you that. So, dog, fuck out of here with all that nonsense. What y'all talking about? I'm gonna get it in, believe that. But definitely, it ain't gonna be. Let me stop. But yeah, man, I never seen that dude before, never met him. Hey man, he seemed like a all right dude, I guess. Y'all know him better than me.
And real quick, it's late night and whatever. I have some movie recommendations here. I seen it was a pretty good it's a good remake. You like reboots?
It depends on which ones. Like
they did a reboot to Home Alone.
Yeah. Hey,
okay. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Hey, Shake, can you tell me? Can you highlight Game Boy 305's comment?
Yeah.
What does this mean, fellas? Salute to Dolphins OGs, E.M. Lewis, Color, Shake Money, and last but not least, Pete's Employee of the Month, Crypto. What is it? What is that last statement?
Oh shit! Shit! God damn, Crypto!
It sounds like someone's pouring concrete. That's what it sounds like.
No. Pete got that motherfucker out there picking bananas and shit. That's what he got him doing. You know what I'm saying? Picking them goddamn bananas and shit. Yeah. He got you on that truck, motherfucker, for sure.
Employee of the month.
That's crazy. I didn't know you was over there, Crypto. When did that happen, bro?
Yo, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't know you was over there. You over there now? Okay.
I don't know what channel you talking about. Pete, who's that? I don't know who that is.
Hey, so Ian, me and you haven't really chopped it up about the news of that kind of came down the pike of Tyreek's contract, bro.
I was trying to hit you up earlier, motherfucker, but you was ignoring my phone call and shit. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
What? I was like, yeah, it's cool.
He's like Axl Rose, bro. He kind of floats in on his own time. We'll start the concert whenever.
Yeah.
Lou, man.
Yeah,
Hey
man.
man, my bad. I was caught up with some
Damn.
things today, man. That's all
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, man. Don't it suck when somebody try to call you and you don't answer the phone? Damn.
Oh,
yeah.
you care to elaborate on that, Shake? You care to elaborate a little bit on that, Shake?
I don't know what this man is talking about, bro. What are you talking about? But I was going I wanted to get in there, hop in that damn chat on Papa Paul's deal. I wanted to pull, he got up out of there though. I was like, well, at the time when Cap dropped that text, I couldn't hop in the stream yet. So I was like, so I dropped them eye emojis real quick. And by the time I had got situated or whatnot to where I could, I had a little time, I can hit that link. He had already got up out of there. So, but I was
Are you talking about Papa Paul show?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had got up out of there by then. So I was like, fuck. So,
I can't believe he tried to make an appearance, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, he popped out. Oh yeah, the man said he outside now. He said, I'm outside. He said, tell Lou, spread the word. He told that man,
don't do that. Don't do that. You're not internet.
he told Dolphin Winners, I want to, hey man, deliver a message for me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, listen.
Deliver a message for me. That man, that so-called real OG, tell him I got something for him.
It's on site.
Well,
it's up, nigga. Damn, my bad, Shake. It's up.
I'll tell you just like this, right?
Okay.
I was wrong by telling Crypto Houston won 9-8. But I can guarantee you that my name was not mentioned on that panel. I can promise you that. Take that motherfucking to the bank, God damn it. I can promise you that.
So Lewis, you know who ain't been around in a while? I wonder
that is hilarious.
Did he get to Fred? Where's Fred been, man?
Yeah. Hey man, him and Pete. Ever since the ink dried on that motherfucking contract, Fred and Pete been on the back of a goddamn milk carton, both of them, bro. Yeah. MIA. Yeah. So and listen, real quick, let's just, bro, don't rock the boat. Don't ask no question. Hopefully it stays that way. Because we can have a season without listening to goddamn Free, I'm gonna break your goddamn jaw, or Pete dumbass. You know what I'm saying? No, just don't ask no questions. Let them stay and let them do what they're doing right now, because this is where I would rather them be, right? Inside, away from all of us, right? Quiet, where we don't have to listen to them. So let them do their thing. But yeah, they both been on the back of a milk carton now since that ink dried.
Real quick, I know you're from Texas. Does Houston have a boardwalk?
No. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, they got a little. Well, it's not a boardwalk. It's a little like over the Trinity here in Fort Worth, the Trinity River. They got a little. It's a nice bridge that they built over where you can, you can pull up and walk around and all that type of shit. So. That might be the next best thing. I don't know.
How's the weather for you, Shake, and you, Color, where you guys are at? How's the weather?
It's warm. It's not raining, so we're good. It's good on that front.
Yeah, I hear you. We're supposed to be, I guess, getting some heavy rain around this area, a little bit later on and all throughout the day tomorrow. So.
Yeah, we've been getting a few gale force squalls all day, but it's starting to like they're starting to stop coming through because it's past.
When that shit's supposed to clear up though, because that joint practice is Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it should be way out of the Miami area by Tuesday.
Yeah,
and the whole track shifted west, so it's probably not going to drag a bunch of rain up the West Coast either at this point.
Well, no, actually, we're supposed to begin at 5 o'clock. We're gonna get rain all day till Monday.
So it'll still be pulling over you guys, like the stuff over you guys.
Yeah.
It's been shit. Hey man, it sucks to be y'all right now because today, yesterday, I mean, it wasn't a fucking cloud in the sky, bro. Like,
dude. I'm sorry, bro.
It wasn't a bro. That sun was etched.
Hold on, Em. I gotta say this real quick. First of all, as I showed on the satellite and the radar last night, other than like possible flooding from squall lines coming in, or maybe lightning, there was absolutely no reason to cancel today's stadium practice whatsoever. As I predicted, there wouldn't be. And I'm just wondering, is there anybody in the Dolphin organization that actually grew up in Miami? Like any of them even are actually from South Florida, bro?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying, man. Like I'm thinking, what?
I think that's why they got that. That's why they prolonged that. That's why they got that, because the practice before on Thursday, it went long. It was a longer longer than normal practice time. So I think they probably. I mean, they had the forecast just like everybody else, and they were like, well, maybe they felt like actually they did practice though. They just practiced in a bubble.
Yeah, they went inside.
Yeah.
The simple fact, I think, let's say there would have been some rain, though, and stuff like that. From an optics perspective, right? If I'm part of the organization, this is the way I would have thought. At least for me, I love this team, right? But if you're telling me, especially just for a scrimmage, a practice, bro, I'm not sitting in the rain to watch it.
Right.
I just ain't doing it. And I don't think the Dolphins, if that was the case from an optics perspective, I don't think they would have wanted the stadium practice to be empty or half empty or whatever.
And then the threat of lightning, you know what I mean? You definitely have to. You got to plan around that, bro.
Threat of lightning, because I mean, it didn't end up like the squalls we were getting today didn't end up producing any lightning or anything, but they could have. You know what I mean? Like certainly,
Yeah, well, it's again like this shit. I mean, yeah, it's good to get this work in, but the real, shit don't get real until Tuesday.
Well, they got options.
So that joint practice, that's gonna be at least as real as it could possibly get at this stage before we get to the the regular season. So, yeah, I'm sure people that had tickets and all of that had plans. Yeah, it sucks a little bit that you had to, you had to change your plans and whatnot, but. Hey man, I'm just worried about Tuesday and these joint practices for the most part. So,
who's the first joint practice with Atlanta?
Atlanta, yeah,
Atlanta.
Right.
Yes, first game is what, Friday?
It's it'll be a good test.
Oh, okay.
Friday, yeah.
It'll definitely be a good test. I want to see again if there's one person just in particular that comes off the top of my head that I want to see in these joint practices is Chop Robinson. Because by all indication, pretty much at every training camp and when you talk to people and just read the reports, he's having really, really good practices. And that's one thing Atlanta will present. Their tackles are strong. For the most part, the offensive line in general in Atlanta is pretty strong.
And didn't they? Oh no, that was the Texans that whooped our ass in preseason last year.
I want to see how if we start getting the same reports of Chop kind of dominating their offensive line, like we've been hearing him having those good days with us at practice. So,
but not only him, but listen, I've heard that from publicly and privately. We need to start preparing ourselves mentally that Quentin Bell is more likely going to be the starter, bro. He's been head and shoulders above everybody. And as good as Chop has flashed, all of them, Kamara, Grayson Murphy, a lot of these guys have flashed, and hadn't, to quote Anthony Weaver, Chop specifically has been as advertised. But the most consistent guy, it's two of them, is Bell and Emmanuel Agba.
Yeah.
Like they said, Agba was ridiculous today again. Like the man is clearly on a mission. So
do you think there's a possibility? I know it's still early in training camp. We have to get through the preseason as well. But from the early stages, could it be a possibility that week 1, EM, you see Quentin Bell and Emmanuel Agba as your two pass rushers?
Yeah, I absolutely. But if Jalen Phillips is he looks like, again, I heard that today, listening to Omar and Barry Jackson, like Omar, and Omar was consistent about he wanted to start him off, kind of slow play him and start him on a PUP to start the season. He said, "Man, that dude look." He said, "I'm gonna have to dial that back because that man looks real close to being cleared. As a full participant in practice. He looks, and I think if that is the case, I think he'll get the nod in terms of starting. One of those starting spots." So I think we could be looking at week 1 at Jalen Phillips, there's a real possibility, as well as Quentin Bell. And then you have Agba, you have, Chop and Kamara and all these guys coming in, but all of them will get playing time, right? Because, Anthony Weaver likes to, he likes a rotation of guys. He likes.
Wait. Are we going with the narrative that it's a possibility for Jalen Phillips to make it out week 1?
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. I think it's on the table, bro. I think it's on the table.
I wonder who was saying that about a month or two ago. Me.
I'm gonna hold reservation on that. I don't know if he.
Hey, Cam Akers tore his Achilles
if we do.
2 weeks after Jalen Phillips did, right? Same month of November. And that man, if my eyes are correct, that man played in that Hall of Fame game.
I believe the pushback that I received was to the effect of, he didn't get the same surgery that Aaron Rodgers did. He got conventional surgery and conventional rehabilitation. That was the pushback I got on it. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I've been saying it for months that I think he has a good chance, at least, to do it.
I'm just not rushing him back. I think for me, even let's say
take his time.
He's 80%, right? Let's say week 1. I don't know if I'm putting him out there. I think. Listen, for the most part, the Dolphin offense kind of, in my opinion, should carry us early. Not saying that the defense shouldn't play well. I by all indications, they're picking up the system. They're doing things that we should all be excited for. But again, early, I think 3 years in this offense, Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, McDaniel, I think we've seen it over the last 2 years, right? That's when the offense is clicking at the highest level, right? Guys are fresh. It's early in the season. I don't know even if he's 80%, I don't think I need Jalen Phillips. I just don't.
I don't know about that, bro. Listen, we shouldn't underestimate Jacksonville. Yeah, they had a down year last year, but you talking about Jacksonville? I think Jacksonville is going to rebound this year, and then you're going to need them against Buffalo.
Like, what's Jacksonville offensive line? They doing pretty good this offseason. Offensive line.
Well, again, that's fine, right?
And this is going to be like what is second year under third or second year under the same system now.
Who you talking about? Trevor Lawrence, right? Doug Peterson. Man, Jacksonville has talent, bro. We should not just
they're not an easy
dismiss them just because they had a down year last year. No, Jacksonville's a legit threat, bro.
I'm trying to tell you all that our schedule is strong up and down the whole damn thing.
Josh Allen is.
Didn't Jacksonville beat us last season?
No, we didn't play them last season.
No,
it was that season before. We played them either last season or the season before, and they beat us.
No, we beat them. Yeah, it was 2020.
Yeah, I'm not.
2021, my bad.
Again, I'm not downgrading Jacksonville, whatever. I just don't think I'm trying to rush Jalen Phillips out there because at the end of the season for me is what really matters, and I think you could kind of slow play him. I'm not risking. Just because we want to see him out there, no.
Well, like I said, you're not. He ain't lining up. I don't think he's not lining up, right, and assuming 100% of the snaps. No, you're not going to do that. But if he's able to play, if he gets clearance, and he gets enough work in to where he's 85, 90% of his normal self. No, you got to play him out there, bro. You got too much uncertainty. You don't know. Again, we've heard these things with Chop, and there is no bigger fan of Chop Robinson than me, right? But you don't know what Chop is going to be week 1. You don't know what if Agba is truly returned to his 2020, 2021 form. You don't know that. It's too much of an unknown, too much uncertainty. No, if he's clear, if he received clearance, if he received clearance and you see enough from him, no, you put him. And I'm not saying he should play 100%, but no, he definitely should be on the field if he's able.
But that's the word, clearance, and we've seen that's the part that brings me back a little bit. Em, is that we've seen how Mike McDaniel's handled these things, and I think Lewis might be right from the perspective of Mike McDaniel is likely to make the decision to hold him out a couple more weeks into the season. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a dangerous game you playing. No. I don't think Mike McDaniel's not going to do that. Not this year. No.
Is all I'm saying.
He sat out enough. Like a lot of these players, veteran players, they sat out. They've got enough load management. The objective, he know the heat is on his behind. He has to win. So you cannot afford to get off to a slow start, right? You know, on the road in Jacksonville, you know, you at home with Buffalo. Oh, are we at home against Jacksonville? We on the road. We on the road, right?
We're at home. Three out of the first 4 at home. All I'm saying is with Jalen Phillips, right? Let's say you throw him out there week 1. I think we will all agree you're not playing him in the preseason, are you?
Mm-mm.
Right. No.
So you're not seeing him in the preseason, right? Again, I know we get excited as fans, and I know Color has been there. I know Tony has been there and stuff. And we see Jalen Phillips, and he's running sprints. And that's great. That's not playing football, bro. I don't give a fuck of how he's running from sideline to sideline and running up and down the field. That's cool. I'm not throwing Jalen Phillips out there at 80% when he hasn't played. He's not going to play no downs on the preseason. He's not really even practicing with the team. I'm not getting excited because I see him doing wind sprints and up downs.
No, that's why I said you get. That's what I said. You get enough of him in practice.
Where are you going to get? But again, he hasn't even taken. He's not practicing.
No. He's not in practice in front of us. You don't know what they're doing when they go inside that bubble.
One quick second.
We don't see every fucking practice.
Yeah,
they get working. They get a hell of a lot more working than what we realize, bro. You get 4 practices you get shown in the bro. It's so much more that goes into this, bro.
Okay,
other than them few practices that we get a chance to see.
Let me eyewitness for you for a second, though, okay? Because here's the thing. I took credit for talking about him being ready, possibly being ready by week 1, but I also have recently, since I've been going to camp, I have recently changed my mind on that. I don't think he's going to be ready. And if I could take a picture, maybe I will the next time I'm there, and show you the difference in muscle atrophy between his right leg and his left leg from the knee down. And EM, you may change your mind.
Well,
how much longer it's going to take before he's
I encourage everyone to go listen to what Barry Jackson and Omar Kelly, and on top of that, you had Chris Perkins, you had Alan Poupart, right? When they talked about how he looks. No, I haven't heard anything remotely close to that. They said that man looks like a specimen.
I sat there with him sitting on the sideline in full view of us for like at least an hour straight, and the guy's right leg is noticeably atrophied compared to the left. He still got to put muscle back on that bone, man.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying he can't get it done in this amount of time. I'm just saying it's noticeably different.
Well, again, I haven't seen him, right? I haven't got my own eyes on him. I'm just getting information from people that, again, just like everyone else, and they just today on their on their podcast, they talked about Jay, and Omar was the biggest proponent of not playing him. He said no way he's gonna rush him back. Like he would rather him sit till like the 3rd or 4th week of the season. But he said once I've seen him now, and to talk to the coaches, again they didn't detail exactly what they were told, but again, from their own assessment of him, and also what they're hearing from the team internally, There's a real possibility he might be ready to go week 1. And all I'm saying is, if they get the clearance, if you get enough of him prior, if you get enough of him in a practice type of, and again, I mean, how much more practice does he need? You know what you're getting with him. You know what you're getting with he's a veteran player. This ain't the first. He's not a rookie, so you know what you're getting with him. So if you can get enough of him when he gets that initial clearance, and then you kind of ramp up and increase his pace. And if he's showing you enough, bro, no, I'm not saying week 1 he's gonna play 100% of the snaps. No, but no, he needs to play. In my opinion, again, considering where we are as a team, you need to have as many of your players available to you because of the strength of schedule that we have, in particular in the first part of the season. No, bro, we can't afford to get off to a slow start. No, sir.
EM, I respect your knowledge of football, but if you look at the other side of the coin, we want to have him also around mid-season going forward. If even if make to a playoff, so I kind of agree. He's coming back strongly, but you have to really be careful and not rush him back. I mean, because with that Achilles, I'm not no medical expert, but from what I've been seeing with Achilles injuries, you have to really be careful with that, because if he hurts that Achilles again, that may end his career. So that's why I kind of agree with.
But I think they can do both.
Bring him back kind of slow.
I think you can do both. I think you can do both. I'm not saying play him line up and play 190% of the snaps. No, but he needs to be on the field. If the doctors clear him, you can't play in that world of being scared. And I understand kind of slow playing him, bringing him along, but no, just sitting him, absolutely sitting out till week 4. No, you don't have that luxury. And again, you don't know what Chop Robinson is going to do. You don't know what these young guys are going to do. You don't know if Agba is returned back. He's back to his 2021 form. You don't know that. No, If he's medically cleared to get his behind on that goddamn field, no. If I'm Mike McDaniel, you can't live in a world of playing scared. Chris Greer, I don't know how many times he's highlighted that over the years. No, if he's medically cleared and you've seen enough of him, no, he needs to be on the field. Plain and simple.
Damn. Glad you ain't the coach.
No, bro. No, you got, bro. You can't play.
So, what percentage do you think is medically will be, across the threshold? What percentage of medical?
What
in terms 50%, they should be on the field, or
no.
he's cleared. So, what capacity you think he needs to be at 100, or what? Or what?
Well, in terms of his, to be cleared for to be a full participant in football related activities. I mean, from a health standpoint, he's 100%, right? Nobody's going to put him out there. Nobody, doctor's going to give him clearances if he's not 100%. If the Achilles hadn't healed 100%, if the doctors, right, for them to legally clear him, he has to be 100% in terms of just the ability to play football.
Right. I got you, EM. You just don't want Mike McDaniel to impose any extra out of caution. Like if he's 100% cleared, at least start using him 80% of the time.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying for him going out there and taking all of the no, bring him, play him half the game, maybe 60% of the game. You can slow play him. You can do both, right? You can slow play him, and
I'm not no physical trainer, so I'm just going by my layperson's eye test. But if he can get the muscle back there, man, in time, I'm not saying he can't. And I'm talking what, 4 weeks.
And I'm not so much worried about the ability to rush the passer. Is run defense is what I'm concerned about. If you pull up when Jacksonville pulls up that first week, and again, ETN is as good a running back as we have in this league. I don't newsflash, right? He is legit. They love to run the football, right?
They love to pass to him too.
They've had one of the more physical O-lines the last 2 to 3 years, right? So I'm more concerned about being able to set that edge and run defense more so than anything. So again, unproven commodity in Chop Robinson, all those rookies, the young guys, right? Unproven commodities. You don't know what version of Emmanuel Ogbah is going to be out there week 1. So I'm just saying, again, it's all about if the doctors clear him. If he has the clearance and you've seen enough of him in a practice setting, no, he needs to be on the field. I'm not sitting that man till week 4, bro. You don't have that luxury. I'm sorry, Mike McDowell, you don't.
Week 4. It's a long sit if he's cleared on week 1.
Yeah, we definitely can't sleep on the Jags. I mean, we should be able to beat them.
Yeah,
outclass them,
yeah, but you listen. You just never know, bro. Like Jacksonville got legit talent, bro.
Yeah, and they're aiming to win. They're aiming to win.
And the pressure is on them as well, right? They had a down year last year. They had a lot of expectations last year, and they had a down year. They are just as eager as we are to get back out there and prove themselves to be one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, to be honest, their down only came because their quarterback started playing injured. I mean,
yeah, I think they lost Kirk for a good amount of time.
But I don't know, man. Like
ATN.
You got a lot.
They were in command of that division until Trevor Lawrence got injured. Yeah, he still played. So I guess if you play through an injury, there's no excuse. You should still win. But let's not act like playing injured don't affect somebody unless you're Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
yeah, he tried to tough it out.
He probably would have been better off to just sit out. But then again, maybe he wouldn't have got the bag he got if he didn't play injured.
Yeah.
That says, hey, I put my
body.
Who the
hell is that snoring, bro? Like, shake them. Hang on.
I'm up.
Thought I heard Thought I heard somebody.
That Tony or Mr. Polk?
I think that. Oh, Mr. Polk. They got it.
No, that's not me.
No,
okay.
That's not me.
Damn, who was that?
Tony.
Tony and Lou, they on mute.
Well, fellas, that's most definitely not me. I was waiting till EM get done with that sob story, so that's most definitely not me.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Sob story.
I don't know. Maybe I'm hearing shit. I don't know, but I could have swore I heard somebody snoring.
What Tony was saying? What's up, Tony?
Who?
There ain't no hours up here, young man.
Yeah.
The show about,
y'all ain't got no owls flying around down there in Florida. You ain't ever seen no owls down there? Oh, okay.
I haven't seen one yet. Goddamn, the show about.
Oh, okay.
What's an owl?
What's up with y'all boys, man? I see y'all got EM up here talking that nonsense like always.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I gotta come and get my shit off. You know what I'm saying?
He thinks using big words makes him sound smart and all that.
No,
Tony, what you think about Jaden Phillips coming back?
I've been saying this before from the beginning of the season since when he got an injury. I'm expecting him to be ready week 1. I know a lot of people don't do their due diligence with this injury, but we've seen people come back within 5 to 6 months. And I'm talking about not regular people, but, people that play on a top-notch level. Like, if you go back and look at Terrell Suggs, I mean, I put same people. He played the D-line. He got to go against the O-line. He got to put pressure on that Achilles. He came back in 5 to 6 months, bro. You know what I'm saying? He played well. First game, he had 2 sacks.
So you think I'm a little bit, let's say, a little paranoid about the muscle atrophy? You think he'll be able to get the muscle back?
I think you're a lot of paranoid, Color.
I don't know if you would call it paranoia. I just think you gotta.
Don't feel bad. I'm a little paranoid myself because I kind of still.
I mean, if you saw the leg,
what Lou was saying too.
I don't know how long it takes for them to get that calf back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, usually.
But Tone, I just told them, Cam Akers, right? 2 weeks after Jalen Phillips tore his, same month of November, he was playing in that goddamn Hall of Fame game. And running back is a more physically, in terms of like using your lower extremities. The running back position is a more demanding position than what a defensive end is.
Look, to alleviate anybody else's paranoia that I might be causing, the tendon is definitely healed. He wouldn't be out there chopping his feet around in camp if the tendon wasn't fully healed. You know what I mean? It's just about the flexibility, the soreness that he's going to experience working it,
get his strength back.
And of course, the muscle on the calf. You know what I mean? Sure. But the tendon has got to be healed, or he wouldn't be out there chopping his feet like he has been.
Well, maybe I'm just too old school as far as Achilles heels go, because with medical field changes so much advanced now. I don't know. I still say this
that was my first impression months ago, Mr. Polk, is that even with the conventional process, not getting the Aaron Rodgers surgery, I still thought medical, technology these days would still, and his raw athleticism. Let's be real, the guy is a freak of nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a freak show.
He's a freak.
He's an absolute freak show, bro.
And so I know for myself, I shattered every bone in my wrist and had a metal brace on my wrist for 6 weeks, and I was doing push-ups because I was pretty athletic, at the time, still in my life, and I was doing push-ups on my fingers 2 weeks before I got the pins taken out of my arm.
Okay.
I mean, and that was in like long time ago by now, you know what I mean?
Well, my most important thing is that we have Jalen Phillips when we really need him, important games. So,
and I'm with you, Mr. Polk, but I think you can do both. I think you can do both. You can, again, you can
play him a little bit.
You can have him out there, right? Yeah. And you can still slow play him at the same time, because Anthony Weaver, he's not like Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio, again, look at the amount of snaps that our starting D-line played last year. Wilkins, Seiler, Chubb, and Jalen Phillips, right? Bro, they assumed like 95% of the snap count last year collectively. No, that's not. That's philosophically, that's different. That's different. Anthony Weaver doesn't. He's not a. He has a completely different approach that he takes with his rotations.
So real quick, Tony, you were about to mention something about getting the muscle back on the leg before EM rolled over you like he always does. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
Well,
that's
really
cute.
Muscle, so what I was saying, that's probably the only thing that we gotta be patient with him getting the muscle back in his leg. But as far as him, bro, we had to practice. We see him doing 4-hour sprints, 100 yards, right? And that's not pressing against O-lineman or getting that trying to get that get off. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time,
but it does signal that the tendon is healed. Like, I doubt he'd be doing that. I'm not a doctor, but I doubt he would be doing that if the tendon wasn't fully healed. You know what I mean?
I just don't want people to think that it's Achilles is the same. You know what I'm saying? It takes the same time to heal.
Right.
Like back in the days. No, it's not like that anymore.
And I agree with that. I'm wholeheartedly.
ACL tears as well. ACL tears as well. Like,
you see people coming back full. Like look at Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson came back 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, there's healing agents that they inject people with now. There's all kinds of medicine we don't even know about now.
Stem cell treatment.
Yep, all that stuff. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now
I'm more in the lines of what Ian was talking about. Like, if he's cleared, you got to take in consideration, right? Anthony Weaver, right? Even in practice, they rotate D linemen every fucking play. Like it's not like he's gonna be out there and he's gonna be running a full three downs or whatever. No, they're gonna rotate him. Put him in on third downs, get that pass rush. Cool. But you gotta slowly get him back acclimated to playing the game. You get what I'm saying? Put him in there, let him get a pass rush, let him get a feel for the game, let him get a feel for live bullets. You get what I'm saying? In game reps.
Right.
And then you go from there. But I'm a component. I'm a big component of you can't play scared, bro. Like if you play scared, then like why? What we doing?
Right. Exactly.
It's not like let him get out there. Let him get used to being. He got to get in the game shape. Like we already know he has. But that man is a physical specimen, bro. Like it's not like normal of us. Like that man, you know what I'm saying? So and then let these doctors do their job. If they clear him, and this is the key component. Only if they clear him, they say, okay, he's ready for full 100% rep. Okay, if he's ready for full action, put him in there. Slowly bring him, take him along. Let him get a down or two every series, and let's see how he reacts to it. He has to see how his body reacts. He might play scared, he might not, but you got to get him out there to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if let's just say you like the Lewises of the world, and you say, well, able to win these games against these first 4 or 5 games, first 5 teams, the opponents that we playing. Okay, cool. What better fucking situation to put him in when you feel like you're a better team than him to give him some game reps? Put him in there, let his body get used to him, see how his ankle holds up. I mean his Achilles holds up, and then you go from there. But this wait until week 4 and or whatever week you don't. You know what I'm saying? You want to see if he's ready whenever he's ready. They're gonna rotate him. They're not gonna count on him. Uh, you want to see what Chaka do? Alvin Kamara. I know Ian brought up Emmanuel Ogba. Emmanuel Ogba like he's in mid-season form right now. He looked like he has a point to prove. So you have your dog that you're gonna use that you can put out there that's fully healthy that can handle the majority of the workload. Why not put him in on third down situation? Situational football to see what he is. Like let's not baby. We seen Mike McDaniel do this for 2 years, and the same motherfuckers that he was being extra cautious with,
they got
still
hurt.
got injured. They still end up okay. Learn from your mistakes, bro. Don't do the same thing.
And see,
That's all I'm saying.
the thing is, and I'm not saying that players, not to load manage players, but at the end of the day, you can't get around injuries, bro. Like we've seen, there might be some data out there that stipulates, well, if a player, I don't think they're just doing this for no reason, right? In terms of the load management, there's data out there to validate, okay, older players, if you sit them for a portion, for X amount of time during a season or during the preseason, it might enhance their, it might slightly enhance their chances of not, not getting injured. Once the season starts, there might be, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough to where Mike McDaniel, to me, it seems like he's just a little too paranoid with this load management shit. Like, I mean, Jordan Brooks, I mean, they're veterans, bro. Like, these I've never seen. It's like they're running a goddamn
and that's where his people over player philosophy kind of starts to get in his way. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, Kendall Fuller, that man, 2 days straight. Jordan Brooks, and again, I'm not saying that obviously they have to be receiving some type of information to implement this type of approach, but I don't think it's just enough to where it should cause the coach to be as panicked as Mike McDaniel appears to be. Because this man, I'm like, damn, like, I'm listening to Kyle Krabs and he's going over players that sat and that he didn't see on the field. I'm just like, I mean, Fuller, I mean, Jordan Brooks, David Long Jr.'s of the world. I understand Calais Campbell pushing 40, right? But man, it's crazy. Like it's like he's just paranoid. And again, I understand because of what transpired the last 2 years, but you can't play scared, bro. You can't. And at the end of the day,
there's still a long way at camp to go. I mean, it's tough because there's only out there for 2 hours every morning. You know what I mean? It's like they're gonna start working some of these guys in.
Yeah, they will. But man, he just seems like he just seems to me to be a little paranoid at this point. Now their approach might totally change next week, but
Well, McDaniel, I definitely agree with you on. That's been his MO since he's been here.
But the only way to really truly, to kind of offset injuries, bro, is just you got to build depth on your team, and they've done a very good job. We've highlighted that throughout the offseason. They've done a very good job compared to previous years of doing that. So no, man, If a player has medical clearance, what are we talking about? No, they need to have their ass on the field. Period.
Yeah,
and especially your best. I mean, he might be. He's arguably the best defender on your team.
Yeah,
and you going up against Jacksonville, Buffalo, and man,
Kansas City Chiefs.
You can't afford to get off to I understand if you in a situation like 2019 or where the pressure or the expectation is not, might not be at its peak like it is now. You don't have that luxury. You got to have all your weapons. You got to have that full clip, locked and loaded, bro. And you got to have your best players on the field. So if he's cleared, he needs to be out there. And that applies to any player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the other thing we got to be careful of too is, I know it's hard to remember, but there's still a large number of this quote unquote depth that we have right now that ain't even going to make the 53-man roster. So our depth is going to look considerably different week 1 than it does right now in camp.
That's a good point. They got a situation. My bad, Mr. Paul. Go ahead.
No, that's what I say, because we might be picking up some players that other teams dropped that may fit into our scheme as far as offense and defense go.
How many does anybody know off the top? Shake, you can probably look this up, but how many edge players did they carry last year on the 53?
You talking about our team?
Yeah.
Total.
That's
3.
4. I think
was it 4?
Yeah.
With maybe a tweener as well.
So we had Chop, Van Ginkel, Jalen Phillips, Cameron Good.
I think we
didn't have Chop last year.
I mean, not Chop. I'm sorry, Van Ginkel.
Chubbs. You mean Chubbs?
Bradley
Chubb.
Chubb. No,
right.
Bradley Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brown.
Phillips.
Jaden Phillips and Cameron Good.
Right. I forgot that we were tweening in Van Ginkel on the pass rush. I forgot. Yeah.
That's 4 now. Now see here. Now this might come. Now here's where, where Mike McDaniel, I could see them.
Then we have Agba last year as well.
Yeah, Agba too.
Yeah.
Agba played for.
And he had limited snaps.
Deshaun Hand.
But he was on the 53.
How many pass rushers do we have on the roster? He was still on the roster even with limited snaps.
Right, yeah, he was on the roster.
Yeah, he was on the 53.
Well, that's 5 already.
So think about this: the situation the Dolphins are in. You got Chubb, you got Phillips, you got Agba, you have Chop. Obviously, is going to be on the team. You got Kamara, you got Grayson Murphy, you got Quentin Bell. That's 7. That's 7 guys right there. 7.
Damn.
That's a good problem to have.
So the Dolphins got a situation. Now, see, this is a situation where I can see Mike McDaniel starting Jalen Phillips and Chubb off on the IR, because Chop is going to make the roster. If you cut Muhammad Kamara, he ain't clearing waivers, right? Agba is going to be on the roster. Quentin Bell, according to reports, like again, he's been the most consistent player. More likely, he's going to be on the roster. The Dolphins got some tough decisions to make, not only at that interior D line, but at that edge position as well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because and then on top of that, if you put Chubb and Phillips on IR, well, when you bring them back, well, you got to get rid of somebody at that point. So, man, they got a tough decision to make, bro. So
now, who are our inside linebackers?
You got Dave Long, you got Brooks, you got Edwards, you got Duke Riley, Vandenberg, and you got Channing Tindall, who again, I was listening to Kyle Krabs the other day, and today, and he said, man, Channing Tindall looks like a different player. So that was very good news for me to hear.
Oh man, if that's the case, man, that's gonna be a problem for.
She gonna get some time though.
That's the thing. It's a log jam
right there, Crypto.
It's a log jam
there, Crypto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Brooks is ahead of him. I'm quite sure Duke Riley's ahead of him, and now Vandenberg, he was injured last season?
They redshirted him. They put him on IR.
Shout out to B McDivas.
Well,
they have got
the player for me, if Channing Tindall is kind of producing and getting better, I'm not gonna lie to you, Duke Riley has to go for me.
Oh yeah, 100%. You gotta go. Duke gotta go.
Yep. Oh, by the way, also, guys, you got. I'm glad Tony's back because I haven't actually been counting. Have you noticed? Have we signaled a full official change to a 4-3? Are we running a 4-3 in camp right now on D exclusively? Because I'm pretty sure that Weaver, everybody he's worked under and worked with, has been 4-3 guys.
No, McDonald was a base 3-4 guy.
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan was a base 3-4 guy.
I looked at Rex Ryan with the Jets. He was running 4-3,
man. Rex Ryan has always been a 3-4 guy. Always.
What about Fangio and Flores?
Fangio 3-4, Flores 3-4.
I'm talking about who Weaver's worked under. Doug Marrone.
Romeo Crennel 3-4 guy. And even when he was the defensive coordinator in Houston that 1 year, he based out of a 3-4 as well that year. I don't think that's going to change.
I looked up all the people you're talking about, and they were all running 4-3s, dude. Like the Jets, when Rex Ryan was the head coach, was running a 4-3, man. That's according to Pro Football Reference.
I ain't never known Rex Ryan to run a 4-3 defense, bro.
I mean, he wasn't technically the DC with them. He was the head coach, but I'm sure he had the influence. Who else did Weaver work under? Trying to think of the other guys. What's that one? Mike Pettin.
What defense did he run in Houston?
3-4.
Hold on. What year was he?
I'm talking about when Weaver and
3-4.
What year? What year are you talking about, Shake?
2020.
2020. Texas.
Oh, Ian, what's your thoughts on Ethan Bonner? Because I'm hearing a lot of good things about him.
Insanity.
Yeah, he did run a 3-4 with Houston as their coordinator. So yeah, okay. So he personally chose a 3-4.
Now there might be some hybrid looks. All coaches they might have a base, but now in the modern NFL, nobody's just exclusive to one. To one formation, right? They all mix and match. So, but for the most part, if on paper, like he's always been, he based out of that 3-4.
So I got the Jets, for example, midway through Rex Ryan's tenure there. We'll go 2011. And yes, you're right, man. I don't know what I was looking at that night. I was looking at the shit. I don't know what the fuck. I'm getting Mandela affected, EM. This ain't right, man.
Yeah, yeah, because I've got
Mandela effect, bro. That's all there is to it, man.
Actually, I've got Rex Ryan's playbook, like his official playbook, saved on my computer, bro. So no, he
yeah, you're right. Even John Harbaugh in Baltimore, 3-4. You're right, man.
Hold on, hey, you a Rex Ryan fan?
Oh yeah.
You a fan of that attack defense?
Oh yeah, aggressive. Oh yeah, I'm always about aggression, bro.
I think I was having a stroke that night, EM, and I was being affected by temporary dyslexia, man.
Oh, listen, hanging around crypto for as long as you have, I definitely understand.
Yeah, that's cute.
Hey, hold on, wait. I'm glad you said that, EM.
I definitely understand that.
Hold on, yeah. Hey, yo, how crypto list look? I want to know about this goddamn list. I know it's crazy, but somebody update me.
Well, it was topped off by Zach Wilson. That's all you need to know.
It was what?
It was trash. It was trash. It was garbage, Tony. It was garbage. Straight trash.
Just like I figured. I left the goddamn club early just so I could make sure I catch the goddamn show. Only to find
you can listen to replay if you want, but yeah.
No, I don't recommend you do, Tom. No.
Did you learn anything?
It's gonna have you punching there, dog. You like crypto is a goddamn idiot.
I'm gonna do it just because I'm gonna show some love to Shake Money. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show some support to Shake Money, but I know crypto disappointed the fuck out of everybody. I know he did.
Yeah. Hey, say he was so bad. Shake was dope on his show now. On their show, he hosted a show. He had the host nodding off, dozing off, bro. I said, man, let me, because I finished watching the fight. I was like, well, shit.
No,
I'm wired up right now, goddamn it. And so I said, let me get up on this goddamn panel and shake this shit up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible. It was that bad.
Yeah, real quick. I'm glad you said that. What you think about that goddamn fight?
Man, bro. But I told Lou, I said now, but Bud didn't look like himself, bro. Like I don't know if his age creeping up, father time is tapping him on his shoulder. I don't know. But that ain't the Bud that we saw in the ring with Earl, right?
Are you saying the man's old?
Do you think wait, hold on. Do you think it was that goddamn dude was a lot way better than what we thought? Or do you think it was more above Crawford not implementing his game plan? I think it took him too long to get aggressive. Me personally.
But you know what though, Tone? I think the size of whatever his name is, because you clearly see, bro, he had a decisive size advantage over Bud. I was like, damn, this motherfucker. I say, you sure he a welterweight? That motherfucker like a goddamn middleweight, bro. I was like, damn.
For those that don't follow, that was going to be a question I had. Did Bud have to cut weight for this fight or anything?
No. Bud moved up in weight.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what? See, this is what I was trying to tell people.
That's why he need to leave Canelo. He might need to leave Canelo alone. Bro.
That's what I was saying. Listen, I'm watching the fight, right? I'm watching the fight, and I'm like, I watched Canelo last 3 fights. I watched Bud like 3 fights. I think Bud is more of a technical fighter, but if he take the shots that he took today,
he going to sleep. He going to sleep, and that to me, see, that is the number one sign of a fighter on decline. When they're not as elusive as they they normally would be, and they start taking more shots as they get older because they become more of a stationary target, right? You don't have the mobility, you don't have the same. You're a fraction of a second, your response time to, at the point of engagement, you're a fraction of a second. And it might not sound like much, but that makes all the difference in the world when you talk about fighting a younger, bigger, stronger fighter, bro. Right?
But Canelo last 3 fights, he was slowing down as well.
He is too. That's why he don't want to fuck with David Benavidez.
The only difference I would say though, right, and this is what I was telling EM Tony when we started talking about it earlier. I think I don't think it was the size that bothered Terrence tonight. I don't. I think it was that guy's movement.
The movement, yes, that motherfucker was fighting.
And I agree with that. But here's where the size came into play. When you ever known Bud to be timid like that, bro? It wasn't necessarily. I don't think the movement, had something to play with. But Bud is facing a lot faster, more swifter fighters than him.
Right.
No, Bud was scared to get in there and be ultra aggressive because I think that size, and I think he might have been a lot stronger than what Bud anticipated. I think.
Yes, remember what he said when he go in his fights, right? Once he take that shot, is when he say, "Okay, I'm either gonna be in a dog fight or I'm like, oh, that's it." When Spence hit him, he was like, "Oh, that's all you got?"
Yeah.
So when that dude hit him, he like, "Oh no, I'm in a dog fight. I got a box."
No, but I don't. Again, I don't think so.
No, that's 100% fact, Lewis. When that dude hit him the first time, he said, "I have to fucking box," because them shots was hurting him.
Right. But Bud's was a counter puncher anyway. That's what Bud is. He couldn't figure out how to counter him because that move.
Well, you can't counter somebody that's not throwing shots. He was throwing feints the whole time.
No, but you and EM were just talking about he was hitting Terrence. That again.
He was. He landed some big shots.
And I agree.
But there was hold on, Lewis. His shots was mostly counter shots that because Bud had to start. He was more active than he usually are.
Right.
And, he don't usually be that fucking active.
Right. And what I'm trying to tell you is against those shots that he was throwing tonight, even being aggressive against this dude, right? The shots that he was missing, a lot of them, is because of the movement. Those shots that Terrence was throwing tonight, I know it's going to piss people off. He's going to hit Canelo because Canelo don't move like that. He hit Earl because Earl don't move like that. Earl was a big puncher.
Right.
We all knew going into that fight Earl had more power. What are you telling me that you thought Bud Crawford going into the Earl fight he had more power than Earl? Is that what you thought?
No. But I thought he had more skill. For sure. Hands down, he had more skill.
Right. And again, that's what I'm saying about tonight. I can see, he was bigger. The other guy was bigger than Bud. But I don't think it was the power that bothered him, bro. You look, he got hit.
No, clean. I think the power is what made him timid.
That's what I think.
Is what made
I don't think. No.
Bud is.
I don't think that was what made him timid. I think that. I think it was the movement.
The movement is what made him miss his shots. The movement. I can't download him.
Bud did not want to get in the phone booth with that dude tonight. He clearly did not want to do that. He clearly did not want to do that. You heard Sean Porter them throughout the telecast. I mean, like I said, and again, I told you, Lou, before Tone got up on the panel, I said, listen, I ain't ready to go and say Bud is on a decline. I'm just saying this dude had 10 professional fights, bro. 10. Now I know
wait, EM.
He had 300 amateur fights.
Yeah, I know he had, but I understand he had an amateur background, but that's still amateurs, bro.
But it's 300 fights.
It's levels to this. Well, if you go out there and fight, it's 300 motherfucking times, bro, as opposed to getting in the ring with a nigga, with somebody like me, goddamn it, right? And it's levels to this.
Yeah. It is. Wait. But look, it is levels, right?
Peter somebody, right? You know.
Hold on. I get you. It is levels to this. But when your skill level is at least up to par to where you can compete with the top levels, and then you got that power, you going to garner that respect, and that's what he did early.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think is that is what I think what bothered him the most, bro. He did not clearly not want to get in the phone booth with this dude. No, he clearly did not. That is a fact.
When again, we're all.
Now I want to get back to this Ennis, man.
We're all boxing fans here. Mm-hmm. We know. When was the last time Terrence Crawford fought a boxer that moved like this? When was the last time?
Bro, he hasn't. But look.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Wait, the power.
Because people forget. Hold on.
None of that.
Hold on, Lewis.
Power.
It was that
Amir
movement
Khan.
that it
Hold
was
on,
that.
You don't remember you don't remember Amir Khan?
Don't bring up Amir Khan yet. Let's bring up a
Amir
smaller
Khan
fighter.
wasn't moving like that. Man,
Man,
stop.
what?
Bruh, y'all niggas just wilding right now.
No.
Let's
You're
bring up
again.
No. Lou wilding right now.
No, you're misconstruing the movement.
No.
Yeah,
What
other
about a
boxers
smaller
move
fighter
around
that
the
he
ring.
fought?
No,
What-
stop. I ain't
What
trying to hear
about
none of that shit y'all
Gambosa,
trying to
nigga?
say.
He ain't stopped Gambosa until the fucking 11th round.
Tony, relax.
I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
But you got it. That's a smaller fighter that was giving Crawford some problems with his movement too. He didn't
Right,
stop.
but Khan move. What I'm saying is Khan moves different than what this guy was moving.
That's why I brought you Gambosa. That's why I said Gambosa.
And bro, like Amir Khan was at that time.
Fight. What the fuck? Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, I watch all the fights. Absolutely.
So, Gambosa's it's small. Is it Gambosa? Hold on, maybe I'm saying the wrong name. Not
you
Gamboa.
talking about Gamboa? You talking about Gamboa?
Gamboa. There you go. Gamboa. That's a little nigga.
Gamboa. First of all, Gamboa is Cuban. We all know, and if I know this, the boxers know this. Gamboa ain't got no chin. Everybody, my 9-year-old stands in front of Gamboa.
But the way he was fighting,
we're talking about movement.
11 rounds to figure him
but
out.
movement in a ring is not. You can move. What you guys are thinking, movement. Again, listen, go watch the fight again and listen to the broadcast. These people are talking
Sean
about
Sean Porter didn't move like that? You mean to tell me Sean Porter didn't move well?
Tony, real quick.
No, I'm just
right. Yeah. He moved like that at 140 pounds. That's what you mean. That's why
Sean Porter didn't move. Sean Porter didn't move better than this guy.
I ain't trying to hear none of this shit. Y'all can sit here and say what y'all want.
Sean Porter more of a dog.
Sean Porter, you mean to tell me this dude moved well than a prime Sean Porter when Bud fought him?
He moved better? No.
Okay.
What I'm saying is Sean
what
Porter
you
was
said
at
was when the last time he fought,
Sean Porter was at 140 pounds though, right?
No, they fought at
they fought at 140.
Okay, well that's again. He was even more. He should have been in theory be able to move because he was at a lesser weight. That I mean, I don't understand what the point is here. Like, if he's a lesser weight in theory, he should be more.
What you mean you don't understand the point? What am I supposed to just sit here and agree when I don't agree?
No, I'm just saying. No. What I'm saying, no. Nobody's saying you got to agree. At least have some factual information to validate your point.
Evidence.
No.
Have factual evidence. You motherfuckers are up here trying to tell me that Terrence Crawford didn't want to fight because that dude had power. But the last
and what did you say? And what did you say?
And what I'm saying is,
what you're the one that posed the question. When the last time he fought somebody move like that?
Going in, EM.
Is that not what you did?
He was an unknown, Lewis.
Again, Earl Spence was Earl Spence unknown?
No.
Who had more power going into that fight?
It looked like this dude.
I'm saying who had more power going when Terrence Crawford fought Earl Spence? Who had more power going into that fight?
And Earl Spence.
I thought clearly Earl was a stronger fighter.
Thank you.
You keep going by what they was thinking. We talk about once he got hit by both of the fighters.
Earl Spence was knocking everybody out. What you talking about?
Okay, but Lewis, it didn't affect Buck Crawford.
Right, because the movement again.
No.
The movement. Earl Spence wasn't moving. I ain't trying to sit here and argue about that dumbass shit.
Hey, Lewis, listen. Fuck the movement, Lewis. When Buck Crawford said that dude was strong, he didn't say that about Earl Spence. He said, when he hit me, I said, that's all you got?
Yep.
And he knew it was over.
Yep.
But when he said about this dude, he said, man, he was real strong.
Exactly.
He said, I've been had him down. He was just strong, bro.
Which is why he was a little less reluctant to get in that goddamn phone booth. And again, back to what you said. Lou, you the one who posed the question about when's the last time Bud has faced a fighter that moves like that. Sean Porter moved like that. So again, that's the question that you posed. So I was just addressing what came out of your mouth.
But I think his move was a lot better and a lot harder to.
And did Terrence Crawford not struggle with Sean Porter?
Not necessarily, no.
I wouldn't say struggle, but it was close into the 11th round. It was close.
But that's what I'm saying. It was close. It was a toss-up, right? Because if you remember in that fight, they were telling Bud going into the 11th, he was down in the card.
And
was
he
he
put
not?
him to sleep. He put him to sleep. They told him the same thing
again,
about
and he put no. But again, when I asked the question, everybody said, "Well, no, it wasn't that close." What you mean? He was down in the 11th round. What you talking about?
He got in the phone booth, but what happened? He turned it up a notch, and he was willing to engage in that phone booth with Sean Porter. He didn't fear his power.
Fight later on in the fight, was he not standing and throwing more punches?
He tried. He tried. He clearly tried.
So you mean to tell me he was scared to stand in the phone booth? But
no, we say he was less.
Y'all let me know if I can even finish.
Reluctant to get in that phone booth.
Again, y'all got it.
It's not he was afraid, but he was more reluctant to stand in that.
So he was reluctant.
He was more respectful.
He was reluctant to stand. He wasn't. He was reluctant early in the fight when he was a lot less tired.
Fight.
So he wasn't throwing more punches later in the rounds. That's what you're telling me?
He threw more punches, but he didn't stay in the pocket.
The fight was closer because even the fight was close. He had to become more active.
All right.
But he wasn't. But he didn't completely sell out. Right? There's a difference between being measured and having a measured aggression as opposed to completely selling out and letting your hands go. Those are two totally different things. So when he got in the phone booth with Sean Porter,
he was selling out the whole fight against Sean Porter. Is that what you're telling me?
No, we're not saying that, man.
Hold on, guys, real quick. I'm about to end this thing right now, so y'all could, y'all could get that backstage.
Yeah, we need to go and put this. We need to go and put him. He need to go Betty Bot.
Nah, I'm getting up
let's go and get this shit popping backstage, guys. He need to go Betty Bot.
Don't run.
He need to go Betty Bot.
Ain't nobody running from shit.
Y'all, hey,
running from
you need to tell Cap they need to put a goddamn. Y'all need to sell them goddamn quilts and sheets and shit with goddamn it. Lewis got cooked on there, right? Because that's exactly what happened tonight. Goddamn it!
That's a goddamn
so they can go on and put his ass to Betty Bot.
Y'all could y'all can try to play this internet game and try to be cute if you want to. That everybody knows that's a goddamn lie.
But real quick, let me stay. Hey man, check this out. Wednesday we're gonna do Smoke Lounge, and then Saturday we're gonna do one last episode of Insomnia. Then I'm gonna go on hiatus for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's got that.
No. Hey, Shake, I need these Insomnias when I come back from these fights. I got somewhat panel to come to.
I know, but I'm gonna be in Las Vegas the week after.
He's gonna be in Vegas. Okay. He's gonna be in Vegas.
I'm gonna be back after the week after. I get back from Vegas.
Oh, okay. We all know Crypto
can't going to hang out with Agent O'Connell.
But yeah, man. So next week, Crypto is going to give his top 10 list of QBs that are currently in the NFL.
Bro, why y'all keep doing this shit, bro? Stop. That shit is terrible. That shit is terrible.
Hey, that's a good list.
Goddamn,
this is must watch.
I don't know why y'all keep doing this shit.
The list you're gonna get, goddamn it.
Y'all wouldn't dare do this during prime hours, goddamn it. It don't. I guarantee you won't leave that 5 o'clock show off with that bullshit. I guarantee you that.
I am.
Listen, we're trying to cure people's insomnia. So anyway.
Now it makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Pete ain't on the panel, so you ain't gonna cure no insomnia, goddamn it.
All right, y'all, man. So hey, we'll catch you.
Yeah. Let's get this backstage popping, goddamn it.
Up, everybody.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Salute.
Yep.
Fins up, man.
Don't run to it.
Yeah, according to y'all, I'm running like Crawford.